1, 2.
We are.
Where's the video? Where's the TV?
Well, there's no playback for us, but
there's
camera's
no TV
right
in
there. Welcome to the studio and to the pod, good sir.
Hello.
It's nice to have you in finally.
It's good to be here.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me, Eric.
Of course, dude. Anytime. It's always a blast hanging out with you. Cheers.
Cheers.
I love Modelo.
Yep. Me too.
I think I pick Modelo over Coronas all day. My friends are big Corona guys, but I like Modelo. I feel like it's got a little bit more flavor.
I think Modelo's the Mexican Budweiser.
That makes a lot of sense.
I think it's a water beer. I think it's
it is a water beer.
It's a good sipping beer. It's
Yes.
yeah, something I could probably have 6 of, but I think
Wow.
nope. I think that's too much still.
Yeah.
Probably.
We're not having 6.
Nope.
It's not 6.
Probably 2 at max.
Yeah, 2 is respectable.
That's pretty much it.
2 is respectable. Unless
I
we're
could be-
partying, we're staying here. You know, we
confident
don't
still.
sleep here. But you're like me though. You prefer like a cocktail over beer, huh?
Yeah, actually, I was expecting whiskey.
I mean, you can. We can definitely get some. We'll get some whiskey right now, dude.
Oh
Don't worry
shit!
about it.
Okay, all right, that'd be
Don't
cool.
worry about it. We have Trader Joe's whiskey, which is surprisingly good. It was a gift to the pod studio from father producer, daddy producer,
What kind of whiskey is this?
Trader Joe's.
Scotch whiskey, Trader Joe's.
Classic Scotch.
You know, I hear Trader Joe's got some good stuff.
They do got some good stuff, dude. From snacks to drinks, man.
Are they expensive though?
That's a great question. I've never actually shopped at Trader Joe's. I've just eaten at the stuff from there.
Where'd the Scotch come from?
Daniel's dad.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
He asked if he wanted it, and he was like, "I don't drink whiskey, but I know someone who does." So it was a donation to this studio.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Daniel Zed.
And it do be cold already.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Is whiskey supposed to be cold?
It depends. Depends how you like to drink it. I do like it chilled because I feel it's a little bit smoother. Most people will do it with ice so that you get the chill, and then it like waters it down, and then that's a different flavor. But I like to just like taste the full whiskey, so I don't like to put ice or water it. So if I want it cold, in the freezer. I think I did the same thing. I just didn't put any thought into it. I just put the whiskey in the freezer because it just felt right. It does. It's a nice cold bottle, you know?
Yeah.
Cheers. So, there's a word that's just been like hovering in my brain, and it's consistency. Because
I've had conversations about this.
I love it. Yeah. Because you're one of the people that, like, when I think of, I'm like, consistent. Like, you have been on a path of learning and just stuck with it no matter what life has thrown your way.
Yeah.
So I wanted to know if there was like anything that you do specifically to help you, or what your view or process and thought is to just keep going towards one goal.
What has helped me? I think it's I don't think it's like something I consciously think of. It's more so I think there's like some mental thing going on. Like my brain's just wired differently, and it's almost like OCD. Like I love everything organized, and like I don't even care about it being cleaned at all. Like I barely mop. I barely
I feel you there.
like do anything. I got dog hair over everything, and then.
But you know where everything is.
But I know where everything is. I just fucking love organizing. I love like just putting things in place, and then I can't help myself. And I feel like the same thing when like I set my mind on something. I just can't help myself but finish. There's been times actually that I had to quit I don't think I regret it, but it hurt so bad, and I hate that feeling. And so I don't know. Also, like maybe like now, like my brain's like going around back to. It's just something that I believe in, and also something that I want to prove to people who actually don't believe in the thing that I believe in. Like their type of disapproval or unsupport, like non-supportive attitude, it pushes me harder to prove them wrong. I don't know if it's actually a good motivator, but it has helped me.
Yeah.
And I mean, I guess I just thank you. I'm thinking that eventually this type of way of accomplishing my goals isn't going to work, and I need to change something around and try to find more of an internal type of motivator instead of external, because like as soon as I'm going to hit the goal, then I'm gonna stop and I'm not gonna keep going. So so this has happened actually in the past for me. For wrestling, I was wrestled all through 8th grade. That's when I started, through high school and then through college. And the goal was getting a scholarship for a college. I got a scholarship for a college. And then after I got the scholarship, then I gave up. Then I stopped competing. Then I stopped training hard. Then I just was motivated. But I was a phenomenal high school wrestler. Like, pretty good. And
you got the scholarship.
I got a scholarship.
You had to have been pretty good.
I got the goal. I accomplished the goal.
You did it.
Yeah.
That's really interesting. But it makes a lot of sense because I know a lot of athletes are like that as well.
Well, so that's
you are an athlete.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of athletes are like that.
Well, just to finish.
Please. Let me finish this.
Damn, where's my thought? No, it was cancer. So jumping from that same mentality and bringing it over to this thing that is also impossible. I didn't think I'd get a scholarship anywhere, but I also needed to prove to people that I can get a scholarship. Like there's just something in me driving me to do that. Maybe a sense of insecurity, actually. And I just think same thing with the cancer. I wanted to prove to everyone that I'm not going to die, and they're wrong. And all these doctors, they've only been doctors for maybe the last 100 years with actual medicine that works and can get rid of cancer. Only in the last 100 years, so there's a lot of shit that there's left to be discovered, and people don't know what potential is out there. And then, yeah, that's what pushed me, was the unknown, actually. There was I was if there's 0.0.0.01% chance that I can beat this, then, and they said too, the thing was you get a 15% chance of living at least 5 years. And I was all right, that's cool. That's 15%. That could potentially be me, maybe. And I'm just going to go and do it. Actually, I promised myself, I was I'm not going to die from this fucking cancer. And then that's it. And I just did everything possible to make sure that I don't. And then when people said hey, you're not looking too good. Hey, maybe you should sign these papers. And just in case if you do pass away, people know what to do with your stuff. And I was fuck those papers. I'm not signing them at all. I never did. Not once. I didn't believe in it. And I was 100 pounds, just wasting away like Skeletor. I still didn't believe in him. I was fuck that paper. And then now, with the social media thing, I believe that I got some cool things to say, and I believe that I do a good job of, mixing education with entertainment and showing off acupuncture and the benefits of it.
A cool way of doing it too.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing it. I know that eventually it's gonna it's gonna be appreciated. And like I have my ups and downs with it. Currently, I'm in a down with it, but it's okay. It's reminding me how it was at the very beginning. I did it for no one. I did it for like 3 likes. I did it for like 1 comment, and
You did it for you.
I did it for me. I honestly did it for me. Like I did like I don't know if I didn't start off with this, but I did. Like I just started off with doing push-ups and pull-ups and lunges and planks, and then I was like, all right, I'm gonna do this every single day, and I made sure that I had to stay honest with myself. So I posted it out to the world. I was like, I'm gonna do this every single day. So I made sure that I was doing it for them.
Yeah.
And it pushed me to do it. Because I don't want to be a liar.
Yeah, helped you keep accountable.
I don't want them. Yeah, it kept me accountable, and then like I don't know. Like,
That's cool.
so, yeah, I'm actually struggling right now with waking up at 5:30 in the morning.
Dude, it's a rough time to wake up.
I keep pressing the snooze.
Okay, but see, at least you have your alarm at 5. I'm not brave enough to put it at 5.
What time?
I have mine at 8, and I wake up at 10. So that goes to show you where I'm at currently.
What's your goal? I mean, you don't have to wake up at the same time I do. I want to because I got goals. I have a goal. Maybe you don't have a morning goal. I have a morning goal.
I see.
Yeah.
So my morning, I guess morning goal would be get to work by like 7 so that I can be done and leave by like 3 to 5 instead of staying late to like 7, 8, or 9 to finish things that I need to finish. Kind of.
Well, at work you stay till 9?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I'll get there late. So depending on if I need to finish, like what I need to do in the day, I'll stay late to keep myself on track for the following days. So even though I'm getting those extra hours of sleep, I'm still paying them later in work. Like the work has to be done, so the hours get changed somewhere. So for me, the way I see it is like my goal is to get my evenings back.
I read a book, or listened to a book, Audible. It's called "Fuck Your Feelings."
I like it.
I didn't tell you about it before. No.
I think you have mentioned it before because you said the name of the book, and I'm like, I've heard of this book, but I don't think anybody else told. I think the last New Year's, you probably told me about it.
I think that's when I was listening to it. Yeah.
That would make a lot of sense.
I didn't finish it. It's on my to-do list. I don't have a big to-do list. I used to have a huge one that was just like 70, 100 things that I wanted to do.
It's so daunting, though.
I destroyed them. I don't want them. It's just anxiety. It's just like always something just like daunting over me. Like, do this. Now do the next thing. And it's just like an endless thing of to-dos. And anyways, on my Audible to-do list that I shouldn't have, but it kind of just started today because I just started this, or I restarted this Audible, and it's called, what's it called? It's called, damn, dude, I'm just going to open it up.
Open it up, buddy.
The Laws of Human Nature. I wouldn't have remembered that, but I would have if I was less high, probably.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, but
it's the end of the day. We unwind, brother.
The Laws of Human Nature. So I got 14 hours and 42 minutes left. I think it's like a 21-hour book. I think I've done as much as I think I should be doing at like a pretty good rate, and it's still not fast enough. But I mean, it shouldn't be fast. I'm just trying to
consume it at the rate that you can, man.
Yeah. But the other book, anyways. What's it called? It's called
Fuck Your Feelings.
Fuck Your Feelings by Ryan Muncie. I still have 6 hours and 49 minutes left.
Nice.
Yeah. And I've just learned like with that book, snorkel. With that book, it said that just do a little bit at a time. Move the chains. It's like NTC. So that means like in football terms. I don't watch football, but they explain this in the book, and it's like if you got like yardage to gain, then you have to like use this stick. Like the referees put the stick down, and that's like a chain. So you gotta move the chains, and then. And the best football people, or like the teams that win, they go little by little. They don't like wait for those Hail Marys. They actually like kind of just like
they just kind of inch the ball forward. That's what all the run plays are, where you're like you had the ball for 3 seconds and they put you back down on the ground, but they gained 3 yards.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you do 3 of those, that's 9 yards forward. You need 1 more, you get your first down again because you only got to move 10 yards.
You're losing me. I don't know too much about football.
Okay. Basically, so the reason they're doing it is they have a 10-yard gap before they they can continue going, or they have to give the ball to the other team. So you have 4 tries to make it 10 yards.
I know that much. I don't know.
That's what the change
You're
is
just
for.
talking so fast. I'm like kind of
okay.
translating it. I guess like
Okay.
I'm high.
Yeah, move the chains.
No. Yeah,
fuck your feelings.
One last thing. Yeah, with that is fuck your feelings was what'd they say? Just do whatever you say you're going to do it, and if you don't feel like it, like fuck your feelings. Like your feelings don't know, and
True.
it's fine.
Doesn't matter how you feel. What matters is the task at hand.
Like if you want to wake up at whatever fucking time you want to wake up, like just do it. Just fucking like write it down and have some discipline, and then
Just get up.
How did we start this conversation? What was the word?
Consistency.
Consistency.
Mm-hmm.
This is how you be consistent. Fuck your feelings. Your feelings fluctuate all the time. And he says that don't be like the weather. The weather changes all the time, every single fucking day. But instead, be the climate. What is the climate of the place? Know what the general climate is. So for yourself, what is your idea of like what you want to do, and stay in that climate. And there's going to be weather that's going to come up and down. You're going to have an emotional roller coaster. But just like stay pay attention to what your climate should be instead. Yeah. That's how you be consistent. Fuck your feelings.
That last thought is so interesting to me because, like, for me, where consistency has landed is late in the day. I've just loved nighttime. I've just loved being a night owl, but I've always wanted to do things early. Now, I don't know if it's because I'm just being lazy or that's just how I operate, or I'm lying to myself to make myself feel that that's how I operate.
Oops. My bad.
That's okay. We want to do like a compilation of mic boops because it's happened to everybody. It is great. Just part of life, you know?
Does everyone boop their microphone then? I just never noticed.
I think literally everyone has booped the mic.
Maybe it gets like canceled out automatically.
I don't think so.
No? Oh. No, okay.
It's just you recognize it because like you're here and you physically felt the boop, but when you're just listening, it's not audible enough to where it'll disturb you and go like, oh, somebody booped the mic.
Is it because this is like, can I like sing with this? Like I can like take it out?
You could if you wanted to. Technically, these are performance microphones.
Yeah, maybe that's why they sound like that.
Yeah.
With the boop. Maybe the other ones
horrible. I don't know. Do you know? The difference in the sounding, like why some microphones pick up a knock on the mic or on the stand more than others?
So it might be because ours don't have any isolation. So you've seen the microphones that have that like
That's
crazy
right.
cage around it. It's literally to
like the
isolate
buzzing.
it from vibrations.
That's
Okay.
right. That makes sense. Yeah.
Cool. Thank you. Yeah. Well, yeah, consistency.
Mm-hmm.
So fuck your feelings. Be the climate.
Do what you say.
Do what you say. Move the chains little by little.
Yeah.
I mean, I was waking up at like 6:30. Actually, today I fucking woke up at 6:30. Yesterday I woke up at 5:30 though. But what I am consistent with right now is social media. I'm still doing that. I'm still doing
Nice.
2 posts a day. It's
That's a lot.
it's
That's a lot, but that's also good.
something I told myself that I'm gonna do, so I'm doing it.
One thing I've noticed is that
If
the
I do it-
algorithm likes consistency. So the more you post, the more often you post, the algorithm will push you.
Yeah. Well, I gotta make better stuff. Actually, I know that I'm not making super cool things. I gotta try one of these out.
Dude, you do.
Like no, the quality, like the my level of what is it like attention to detail, like really like trying to like get the message across. Like I went from like working on a video for maybe 2 hours just trying to get like the right one, and like I just re-record the same thing over and over again. Like I wouldn't have a script, but I would just talk in front of the camera.
Get into that flow.
I get the first one out of the way, it sucks, and then because I take forever to say it, and then I have like ums and ahs and ands and just like hesitating, and then until like it's kind of like a band. Like I remember, I gotta take a bite of this.
You want to kill that?
Oh, thank you. Okay. Damn, Kenan, weed.
Those are some of my favorites.
You know, my grandpa talked about weed too. He was like, yeah, you don't have to smoke the weed all the time. Or I don't know. He wasn't talking about me. He was just saying people addicted to things. I don't know. Damn it, what was I talking about?
Posting, doing. You were talking about how you wanted to do.
Oh, it's not
better posts.
Yeah, it's not what it was because it takes too much of my time and attention. I'm just like focused on so many other things right now.
So a creator that said something that I really hung on to was Casey Neistat, and it's done is better than perfect, because I used to be the type of person where I would sit on a project or an idea and I would try and work out every nook and cranny, plan fucking days, weeks, fucking everything in it way ahead, and assume that it was going to go that way. And when it wouldn't, I would give up and I would bail out and I'd be like, fuck it, it's not going to be what I want it to be. So like, I quit on this. I'll trash it. It's fine. And then
That's intense.
All the work that I've done, and I would just take it as like, well, I'm just learning for the next project. But the habit that I create.
How much time did you put into that though? That's like, I feel like that's like really rough on yourself. You're just like really harsh.
And then the habit that you create is just never finishing anything, and you never learn to finish something and to just be content with your end result. You're always striving for perfect, and that's not something that happens. Perfect is like a everything just happened the way it did to come out the way that it just so happened to that moment in time. You got lucky. It was the essence of everything. Besides that, I had to sit and think on it, and I came to the realization that ideas are their own things, and they choose you to come into the world. They present themselves in a way that's how you see it, so that you can start working on it, but things happen and change it so that it'll come out the way that it was supposed to see the world anyways.
I heard something from the podcast about the what did it say? It was the first one I said. Anyways, it said that Steve Jobs, his best ideas came from not trying. They just came to him somehow.
And then you just execute. You just follow through with it.
They're also saying that he was an asshole. It's a good thing he was an asshole. Because you have to be like like you can't repress your shadow. Like if someone's like outwardly nice and outgoing and like impressive and has like all this experience and like all this stuff, and you see like only like all this positive stuff, then his shadow is equally just as bad.
Interesting.
It's
I see what it is. You're almost like hiding your true self in a sense.
There's a shadow. Everyone has a shadow. And you can just like let it out little by little by little, which is like, I guess you're just everyday Joe Schmo that is like confident and doesn't care about people not liking him. But like, I mean, they know he, like, I don't know. Like, I feel like that's the goal for me. So that's like, I'm trying to like drop my ego. Like I got a huge ego. It's like, it's fucking fragile and it's a big ass balloon and it's made of glass and like it's super thin glass and it's just terrible. I just fucking hate it.
Dude.
I'm trying to get rid of it, but you know, the more I talk about it, the more I make it real. And it's just like this fucking terrible cycle. It's just, fuck.
It's okay. I was the same.
Goddamn ego, man.
Very ego driven, and it's funny because my ego death didn't come from. Most of the times it's psychedelics. My ego death came from a car. That's where I had to be like, yeah, I'm not shit. I'm just a person. Because I used to think of myself as unstoppable and fast as fuck. I'm untouchable. I can't be killed. And then I have no foot. And I'm like, I can't even walk out of this bed right now.
That's a pretty good wake-up call.
Yeah, that was my ego death. It took me a while to realize that.
Are you sure that... Because it kind of reminds me of the cancer thing, too. because I feel like I had a similar feeling like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I still have a really terrible ego since then.
Oh, I do too. But like so I've learned that like you have your ego, but like you're also not shit, which is so interesting. 'Cause everyone is so uniquely individual and interesting that you can't think that you're better than them because they're another person that has experienced life in no other way that anyone has. And they're trying to play this game that we're all just kind of thrown into with random hand of cards.
My Tai Chi master, he said that there's 8 different stories in the world. That's it.
Interesting.
He's like, you're not fucking interesting. Like, because like he's killing my ego, but it's good. It's good for me.
I mean, it makes sense.
But he's like, your story has been told already. There's only 8 fucking stories. Yeah, there's only 8 fucking stories in the world. That's it.
They just have different details.
He told me that today.
That's so fucking wild.
Because he knows my ego is shit. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
It's part of the reason why we have this inner drive to do a thing, and
Stick to it.
it's part. Yeah,
It's more like scared. It's more like insecurity of being like, hey, you fucked up. Like I don't want that. Like I'd rather not give them an excuse. I don't know.
There's a proving of self.
Yeah.
I feel it. I think it's probably something that was instilled in us when we were little. That's what I always think it too. I feel like this is the perfect trifecta of gummies, honestly. And I've tested a couple, and this has been my favorite. Not even gonna lie, especially if
What else you got over there,
nerd clusters and hot fries. That's it,
dude?
The nerd clusters are pretty fire. You want some?
Yeah. You got me. I love sweets.
Yeah. Here, you can kill those.
Oh. I thought they were gonna be in like a cool jar.
Nah, these stay in the bag. It just keeps it simple. And then there's the regular ones over there, the pink bag. These are the very berry nerds. I'm a big fan of the nerd clusters.
Bro,
The ropes, those were the shit.
this is like no rules land. There's no rules.
There is no rules.
We're smoking and drinking, eating nerds. Yeah.
This is a place where fun is had and
Got a lava lamp.
creativity is flourishing. So, this is your official invitation to Writer's Room. Writer's Room is it will be a group of 4 of us total. You're gonna meet my buddy Daniel James, the DJ and voice maker, magnificent connoisseur. He just loves to play characters. It's fun. So we'll just
Who? DJ?
His name is Daniel James or Daniel. But Writer's Room, a group of 4 of us, we sit down, we just chit chat. Basic. I mean, what a Writer's Room is, and then good Sir Daniel over there will narrate, and we play out scenes for the fun. Because why not?
What kind of scenes?
Whatever we want, whatever
no
we decide
rules.
to come up with that day, you know. So,
Oh.
yeah, this is it shall be done.
Is it like voice acting or it's like acting? I don't get it.
Yeah, why not? It's basically a table read.
What?
Yeah, we'll have notebooks. We'll write down. Be like, all right, bro, what character do you want to be? Like, what's the story? You know.
That sounds
We could
like.
be let's just do like
What
a
is that?
liquor store robbery or by like.
I was gonna say Dungeons and Dragons or something.
Very similar to
You
kind
like
of.
make a story up or something. You roll the dice and then.
Yeah, why not?
We're not
Kinda
rolling
like
dice though.
ad-libby. No,
No.
I mean we could if we wanted to. But I mean, again, it's up to us. No rules land, right?
That sounds pretty fun.
No rules land means we get to make the rules.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
that's a good time.
Yeah,
It's
no.
fun. Yeah, why not?
Okay, I'm in. All right. That's
Hell
cool.
yeah.
All right. Let me get this. What day is that on?
We'll figure it out.
Okay.
The deal is sealed.
All right.
Now to find the 4th.
Whoa. That's pretty good.
It is pretty good, right?
Scotch. I love scotch.
This was just recently pulled out of ice. The freezer froze. it had cracked open one night when no one was around. and the freezer just made a giant ice block and
Whoa.
encased the bottle of whiskey and tequila that's in there. So for like a cool month, maybe 2, it was just staring right at us, and it looked like it was from the Ice Age. It was pretty cool. And then I had to take it out so it would melt down. That's why the label's all chewed up.
I thought it was funny, but I was like, maybe, I don't know, there's a reason. It was just like,
Yeah,
somehow something happened.
it did actually. It was in the Ice Age for about 2 months.
Now there's a whole story behind it. I was
Mm-hmm.
like, I guess like I did judge it, you know? I was like, this bottle is not really kept well. I did.
It was not.
Honestly, I did.
You kept it very cold, but
But I was like, okay. I was like, all right. I was like, this is a cheap bottle. That's what it seemed like. Yeah, but
probably like anywhere from like, I'd probably put it at like $30,
no.
maybe 40.
Scotch?
Yeah, a Trader Joe's brand,
Oh.
maybe.
Oh, it's kind of like Kroger or something? Or,
Yeah.
What's it called? Costco or Kroger? Yeah.
Kind of, yeah. I mean, it's just their store brand whiskey. So I don't know. If I find out, I'll tell you. Actually, could you Google it? I bet you could Google it. All right, let's play Price is Right. I say about 30. What would you put on it?
Mm,
Then it's closest without going over.
$30 is a good guess. I guess I'll have to say 40. It's not. I can't really see it being that expensive.
He's like 31.
Dude, that's what I was waiting for.
$31.
I was like, he's going to really Price is
No,
Right me.
no,
30, 50.
no,
I'm like,
no,
God
I'll
damn,
say
that's a good
40.
one.
I'll say 40.
It's a 30.99.
Yeah.
I mean, you could, man. You could hit me with the
I
29.
kind of agree with
It
you
might
with
be
30.
$29.99.
No, I kind of agree with you with the 30, but then maybe because of the economy, maybe it's 40. I don't know.
That's a good point.
Maybe.
That's a good point. Eggs have been expensive.
Eggs, how much are they?
I have heard fucking $10 for a dozen.
I have no idea. Is that a lot? I forgot how much I paid for eggs.
Back in the day, they were maybe like $5 for a dozen.
Maybe it was like I paid 15 for like a stack of like a triple story one. I think like $15.
It's apparently in the $20 price
Shit.
range.
Damn. All
It's
right.
not bad for $20 whiskey. Well, we both bust.
Hmm.
No prize for us.
Maybe it's crap scotch and we just don't know.
Maybe.
We
We
have no taste.
I mean, this is a little bit of rye whiskey. This indeed was a $50 bottle.
Oh, it's
So if you'd like, we
$10 a liter.
Dude.
This is a $10 butter.
You're cut off, sir.
It might be a little empty now.
I'm getting pieces of label on my hand.
So it looked like how I judged, huh?
100%. 100%. Not mad about it. Not mad about it.
You know, so like in the book though that I'm reading, so it said be an asshole. Like Steve Jobs, be like Steve Jobs. The only reason he was successful because he had a level of assholeness and he was showing his shadow off and he wasn't like keeping it on the inside. I'm happy that we circled back over to that because that's the point I wanted to get across was like Steve Jobs, like he was successful and the only reason was because he was an asshole. Like people were like, oh, maybe if you're nicer, then people will look at you a little bit better. But he didn't give a fuck. He was just like, nah, I gotta say these things and do these things. And
Maybe it wasn't so much that he was an asshole, but he was just genuinely himself, and that's just how he happened to be. Because I would say most people that I've met that I would deem successful, which I know that's also opinionated, right? Now we're in opinion,
I don't know.
but the people that I view as successful are just genuinely themselves. They have moments where they're really nice, and sometimes you have to fucking be an asshole. But
Yeah, being
they're
yourself.
just very genuinely themselves. Yeah.
yeah, that's cool.
So I don't know. I don't know if it's so much being an asshole, but just figuring out who you are and being the best, truest version of yourself.
I want to be more like myself. That's what I'm struggling with. Yeah.
That's for me. I think about it as I want to. If I were to meet myself when I was 13, I want him to think I'm the coolest person ever. because I liked like all of the things that I thought were really interesting when I was 13. I guess I've been told that it's just like making my inner kid happy, which I guess if you go to the core, that is being genuinely yourself, because we were all kids at one point, and that's when we saw life for its most pure joyfulness, right? Maybe.
Yeah. No, I'm trying
That's
to
what
think.
I think.
I was trying to think, like, who was my, like the person I thought was cool that I want to be like. I think it was
I mean, it's not even just like a person. If you looked up to somebody, just like if you were to meet somebody, who do you think, like, if you could make the coolest person, who would that be? How would they be like if you could build the coolest fucking character in a video game? I guess that's a better way to put it. Because technically that's what it is, right? We're all just build characters. If there's a skill you want to do, you just go learn it. It takes fucking effort, but
yeah, when you put it that way, I watch a lot of animes and like they kind of make it like that.
it's very similar to that.
Yeah, all the stories are just like all based off of like I transported to a world and then I got like the restart, but I'm like got the same brain and like I don't know, it's just like
Now I can be whatever I want, I guess.
yeah, but it's like more of like a game attitude. Like you got these skills, you got to like acquire them, you have to like do like get the experience and then save like this and trade for that and like look at the value of this and. Yeah, it breaks it all down pretty good. You know, I've just been waiting for those animes, those freaking to inspire me to like treat life like that. But it's not really clicking until you just said this just now. Yeah.
I used to tell people that, I still tell people that I look at life as a game. It's the most interesting game you'll ever play. And oftentimes, people go, well, you think life is a game and this is all just a game to you and you just play around with life? And I'm like, no. Then I explain exactly what I said. It's like, you are a character, you have this life, you can learn any skill you want. There's nothing that says you have to do this. It's just
true.
Difficult and tricky sometimes.
But the best characters, they don't hop around from skill to skill to skill to skill.
I mean, that's not
true.
true.
The better ones start off straight from the beginning, pushing all their things dedicated to this one thing and making it stronger instead of having just like their skills spread out through all these different genres, and it's not gonna work.
I mean, you're talking about a specialist. Sure.
Oh wait, this about being successful? What is this talking about?
Just like characters at this point, or like how you'd want to build yourself. How there is 8 different stories. There's also like, I don't know the number because I've never like actually mathematically looked at it myself, but there's like a set amount of characters that you can be in life as well.
Oh,
so, like,
shit.
You can specialize in something.
Bro, there's usually like 8 characters in these games, you know? There's like the druid, and there's the sorceress, and the paladin, and the...
There's somebody that knows a little bit of fucking everything, too. And they're just as necessary as all the people that... Yeah.
I'm doing all Diablo characters.
I never played Diablo. My mom wouldn't let me. I always wanted to. It was one of those games where I'm like, fucking sick. And my mom's like, no.
Why was she saying that?
You don't have the computer to do it.
I did not. Oh, well. Don't do that to me. I can't do that. You're welcome, Sebastian. Stop it. But yeah, like, me personally, because I've been the type of person to kind of like jump around, I've always loved the saying, what was it? A jack of all trades, master of none. But the last part is oftentimes better than master of one.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with all that.
I love that shit. The more knowledge you know, I feel like the better it just makes you in general.
And that rhymes too, right? Yeah, that's how messages get pushed across easier.
If it rhymes, it must be true.
Yeah. It's a tactic. It's a way to get the knowledge stuck in your head for study.
Mm-hmm.
A memorization trick. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If you can make a rhyme for your podcast, you'll probably have more people join. If you have like a slogan, you'll be the podcast where is the most asked or something like that.
The podcast, Inspire to Think. It's the driving message behind it. Just to inspire people to think about how they can live their life in a better way. Mm-hmm. There's also that, and then
What about like people who talk about things that are not in a better way? They're just interesting bad people.
Well, still just life, and you can.
I guess you would learn from it, actually.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay.
So a shower thought that I once pondered is art imitates life. And I started thinking, I've said this a couple times on here, but I started thinking, if art imitates life and they say that imitation is the best form of flattery, that means that in turn, life is art. And when you're doing art, what is it but the act of creation, because you're making something? And creation at its core, well, that's life. So that means life is art, art is creation, creation is life, and that's just a whole circle and feeds into itself. Everything is all tied together.
So they're all the same.
They're all the same.
But you're saying like this is a baby, though.
What we're in right now is 100% a baby.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah. Yeah.
Those were all the thoughts that kind of led to this happening. Because inspired to think about life in a better way. But we're all creative individuals, no matter what you do in life. Like my buddy Tommy, he's a martial artist, but not in the traditional sense that people think as in a fighter. He is a student of war. He studies the martial arts and the history behind them and why they came to be, which is fascinating. And it's martial art, right? It's in there, but people don't think of fighting as an art. I mean, what you're doing, acupuncture.
Yep.
It's thought of as a medicine, right? A type of healthcare, if you would. That's an art form.
It's an art form because what we do, there's 365 points, main points on the body, and then it's up to the acupuncturist to try to combine maybe 10 points at maximum on their body to fix whatever issues is going on inside that person. And there's like so there's so many combinations. Like think of like 365 times 10. What is that?
3,600?
Maybe there's
3,600?
I feel like there's got to be more combinations of that. I'm not a math wizard, but in acupuncture, you don't really need to do like 1 + 1 or 2 + 2.
Yeah.
Arts and math aren't like different types of like brains or something like that. But
Yes.
Okay.
It's right and left. I think right is like a creative brain, or is it flipped?
You know what?
Apparently, it's not a real thing.
It doesn't matter because
It doesn't.
Because if I don't have an ego, then it just why even?
I
Bring up
also see.
that.
I'm not a fan of structural rules in art because I don't think there should be rules or a structure to art.
You just call art whatever you want to call art.
Not so much. It's more like when if we were to start drawing, I can't go, oh, you're drawing wrong. You're not following. You didn't make a grid so that you're drawing things evenly.
I agree.
Fucking hate that shit.
I agree with that.
Like, draw. And that is art. There's no rules here. You don't, like, a person's face doesn't have to look like their face. You know, you can, like, oblong shape and make a whatever you want. You know, abstract is the thing. And it's all art, and there shouldn't be rules to limit you there.
Yeah, people will pay a lot of money for something that just was ridiculous. That was nothing. That was they did a documentary on someone like that, right?
Probably.
No, it was the
know
dude that did like the
doodler.
graffiti. He was like a graffiti artist at first.
Is it something Choi?
No, I think it was a white dude with a white name, no Choi, nothing like that.
I don't remember.
Well, he created this giant. He put like posters up on like all the walls and all this stuff.
I think I know who you're talking about. He has like it's a very like doodly art form. Or is it like more traditional graffiti? Because I know the doodle guy where it's like really, really small, but everything is super intricate and he creates like full scenes of things.
No, it's like back in the 90s when this
know.
happened. And why was I talking about this?
Well, what we were talking about before, where we strayed off, was the 360 times something and then math, but for acupuncture.
Oh.
We were talking about acupuncture points and combining different points to help heal a pain or...
Well, yeah, there's just so many different combinations. And then, so in acupuncture, they can just, like, it's up to them, like, how... like, you know how like you can make a cake or make a chocolate cake,
Mm-hmm.
but like the difference between someone who's an amateur like cake maker and someone who's like an expert, like, I don't know, connoisseur, like all the cakes, the best cake, like French cakes or whatever. So maybe that's how you can like make that as a metaphor for acupuncture artists, or even tattoo artists. So like we all know how to draw a line. It's just like, how is your technique? And then like back in like 2,000 years ago when they talk about this medicine, all the acupuncturists were Tai Chi masters. They were martial arts masters, Tai Chi masters, combined with like it was like the 5 perfect things to make like the perfect, what is it, like Tao? Was it for Taoism? But anyways, like, so you're like, you're a master of medicine, master of Tai Chi, master of nutrition, and then master. There's like, anyways.
Is
so
Qigong in there?
Qigong, no, Qigong and Tai Chi, yeah, that's like the same thing.
Oh, okay.
Basically, and damn, why was I talking about that? I am messed up in here.
The points.
Oh yeah, no. So it's an art form because there's so many combinations, and then there's like so many different skilled leveled acupuncturists, and with like there's different disciplines like Korean acupuncture. They have a 4-needle technique, so that means they only use 4 needles on your body out of the 365 points to fix like whatever they think that is going on with you, And then what I'm learning about is traditional Chinese medicine. And so they believe in, what is it, like more of a, like a, different than that. Like they believe in like more like meridians and like acupuncture points, and then not based off of like 4 different points across your body. Like they'll put in 10 points regularly. And then what else is there?
Now, the meridians, I think, are really interesting.
5-element theory. Yeah, I don't know. Like Japanese acupuncture, where like you go like really thin on your body. And yeah, no, the meridian system, it is interesting. So,
especially the way that you showcase it. I love it.
Oh,
You actually depict it on, specifically you do anime characters, but it's on a person, and you can see how it all kind of correlates. It's very pleasing to the eye.
I used to have that on my website, but I think I took them all down because I've just been reworking them. I feel like I need to make them a little bit more detailed and a little bit more exact, or maybe add in like more details, like putting distances between each acupuncture point on the body, or maybe like trying to like emphasize like the muscles. Or like the skeleton on the body, so that you can like more like see exactly where it is on your body. I don't think it's good enough. Actually, what I want to be doing is like reworking all of them, and then also I guess these are like ideas I've had for years, which is make a like, I'm a pretty big pervert, actually. So like I want to.
We're dudes.
Yeah,
we're all.
Yeah, well, like,
hey man, you see my fae? She's hot, and she's on the side of the fridge.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's pretty hot. Yeah,
She
so
is.
honestly, I love that shit. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
so that's
man.
like a pinup girl type of thing. So what I want to do is for like I want to make an acupuncture magazine, like a 12-month issue, and make it like Playboy,
cool.
but make it like for acupuncture. So like instead of having like
Dude,
all
cool.
these naked chicks talking about whatever they're talking about, they're in there and they're posing, and then they're talking about stuff while they're naked, and I'll do 12-month issue. I'll do one for every fucking month, every season, and talk about like all like the
cool.
things that are wrong, that like how you can get sick, and the type of treatments that you would use, and then like type of like acupuncture treatments that worked, and like type of like current like news of like what's it called, research papers, or like how people are like trying to use acupuncture for cancer. I guess that's like working pretty hot right now. That'd be cool, and like people can subscribe to that. And this has been an idea I've had forever, and like I guess the only thing stopping me is just I've been so poor, and I've been jumping around from place to place to place. I haven't had stability to have consistency to even like tackle this type of project. And like maybe I should have just started it, and I could have just like made it work, like just like like kind of just like flangled it together like month by month. But I just like maybe been making excuses or procrastinating until I feel like I'm ready. But I feel like I'm getting close to being ready, since now like I got like no rent to pay at my apartment, and then can like kind of like have a collection of money, and then like I can afford it. I can like afford maybe producing something like that, or like hire like getting photographers, take pictures of models, and then like,
I will help you for free.
put the whole thing together.
I do photography.
Yeah,
He does photography. We will help you.
I think it'd be like a great idea.
Hey
And
man, timing is a thing of its own as well. I will help you as much as I can, however much I can.
I think people would read it. I feel like
I think so too. And
it's just like an excuse to fucking like learn some shit, but you also like see some naked chicks, like even chicks like naked chicks. They're like, oh, she's hot. Like that.
People are gonna be interested in it, and
Dude.
you're gonna be able to experiment with any idea that you want. You can have them if you wanted to. You could dress them up in scenes and change shit up. Do like a monthly.
I would make them
theme or
like
whatever.
act like the things. Like if there's
There
like
you
someone
go.
getting
See?
attacked by wind cold, then we're gonna like, all right, we're gonna have it like you all sniffly, and then like you're gonna be like acting like you're sick while you're
very
naked.
very niche.
I don't know if
Well,
that. There's
hey,
some
man,
freaks out there, but
yeah, you work the kinks out. But
I haven't put too much thought into it. But like that,
if somebody's
that's like
interested and
that's
they
the
wanted
direction.
to, wanted to be like, hey, I want to help you. I want to help you make this happen. Where could they hit you up?
Hit me up at I think my website, MaseFuDogg.com. So if you go to
Email's there.
MaseFuDogg.com, then my email should be there.
Sick.
I'm pretty sure if you go to my About Me and be like, hey, how do you want to get in contact with me? Anyways, it's MaseFuDogg@gmail.com.
It'll be in the description too. Yeah, man.
I'm almost not poor. Like it's like my first month that I'm like keeping my rent, and it
Like
feels
I
good.
said, man,
I don't want to
timing's an
spend this money on
interesting thing.
anything. Like this is like it's in the bank account. And it's gonna stay there. It's like looking at it.
You know what? The cool thing is you already have the website. You can
Dude.
publish it on your website.
I've been living like $5 to $5 like every month. Like I just like accumulate this money, then I have to like spend it right away, and then just like gone, and just like
just to
and-
survive too.
Dude, I'm on EBT, and I'm just paying like so
Shout out
much
to the
money
government for
to
help.
goddamn
Hell yeah.
student loan debt. I could complain more. I just like I said earlier, what was it, a couple days ago? Like I learned that there's like this program where you don't complain for 21 days. I can't fucking survive one day. I gotta. Oh, that'd be
Hey,
great
man.
though. Like, what? Yeah, no one likes a complainer. I
Sometimes you just got
fuck
to.
your feelings. Stop complaining.
Yeah, but
I can
sometimes
just
you
do
get
that.
5 minutes. Sometimes, like this is a good rule. A good rule that really like helped me just kind of get through some bullshit. It was if something goes wrong, give yourself 5 minutes. Give yourself 5 minutes to be like, fuck the world. But once that timer hits 5 minutes, all right, now I got to deal with the problem. Now it's fuck my feelings. It's a good little like let's get our toes wet before you go straight fuck your feelings. You know, complain for the 5 minutes because you know what? Your emotions are valid, even though, yes, fuck your feelings, but some bullshit's happening to you and you're going to feel away. You know, so sometimes.
No, I think like you
Give
can't
yourself
be.
the 5
No, you
minutes.
can't be perfect. No. Like, I think we were talking about this at the very beginning, which was like maybe. Where was the conversation? I don't know.
We did talk about like striving for perfection, trying to get something perfect or
But-
being perfect all the time.
Yeah, but and
You can't.
You can't. And so something that's like imperfect is perfect because of how imperfect it is. Like
Exactly.
Like
Exactly.
that's actually I don't know. It's like kind of deep, and I can't understand it right now.
Life in itself is perfectly imperfect. That's why you can go into nature and you see deer just off in the distance, super nice and sweet, a Bambi moment, and then a grizzly bear comes in and fucks up the baby and starts eating that shit alive, and you're like, I mean, that's fucking nature. Homeboy was hungry, you know? It's perfectly imperfect. It's a beautiful system. And that's just life.
Trying to think like, if that didn't happen, would that also be perfectly imperfect, or is it too perfect? So you're saying like there should be like
No.
fucking
Then
Bambi's getting
that was
eaten,
your moment.
or-
I mean, that's
Like
that's just an example
if
for
Bambis
life.
aren't getting
There's
eaten,
life in
then life is fake. We're in the fucking Matrix.
Well, here's the problem. Yes,
There's a glitch.
actually,
It should
if
be more
Bambis-
imperfect. They don't fucking
Yes.
know robots. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. No, I mean, look, if in a real world sense, if Bambis never got eaten, there were no grizzly bears, there would just be way too many Bambis. And then they just
True.
all get old and fucking die from being old.
We be hitting them with our cars all the time.
We fucking would.
Everywhere.
Bro.
I think I almost ran into like one or two before.
Dude.
Yeah.
A deer, I remember only once specifically jumping out in front of the car. I've murdered so many jackrabbits.
I thought you were going to say you're like some other type of deer.
Nah, thankfully no deers.
Jackrabbits?
Bro,
a million jackrabbits? That's sad too.
At least
I got
100.
these.
At least 100. We were
Dude.
driving from Vegas up to Portland.
Got
and
so
we
many
went
of
the
these.
backside.
Sorry.
These are my favorite. This is the shit. This is crack, dude.
Destroy your
This is
mouth.
fucking crack. Oh, they do. Yeah, that's what I had to learn self-control. You know, make your tongue so raw. But we were driving from Vegas. Delicious, the shit. Strawberry sour belts, the shit. Vegas to Portland, driving up through the on the outside of Cali, and then up through northern Cali. Don't remember what highway we were on, but the jackrabbits wait by the side of the road, and as soon as you get by them, they dart in front of you. It felt like I was just driving through dirt road.
Dude, I can
like,
imagine.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they're just like going across. Like,
Horrible. There were some of them where I would catch them perfectly halfway, and I would see them in the mirror. I was like, oh, they're just like flattened, and half of their body is like
that's
still
a feeling.
twitching.
That's a feeling I will never know. I don't
Bro.
think I will. That's a crazy feeling.
It was rough.
That sounds like that's
I felt very
traumatic.
bad.
Is that, I don't know, is
Dude,
that
I felt.
traumatizing?
It took me like a day or two to get over it,
Yeah.
and then when I would think about it, I'd still feel bad, but I wasn't like, damn. I was like,
Just a day.
killed a lot of fucking bunnies.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like
It was like I was like, I mean, life moves on.
how would I feel? Wait, let me.
Because in my brain, it was I'm killing the bunnies or I'm putting my people in danger, and we're like never gonna get there because these bunnies are just gonna cross the road. Because I was going 80. Going 80.
I don't
and
know
the
if
first
I feel
bunny
that
hopped
bad.
out, and
I'm
I
not sure if I
swerved.
feel that bad.
I felt that's what I'm saying for like
Yeah.
a day, just because I killed so many. I was just like, oh my God. It was kind of like,
I'd be like, that's a waste of bunnies.
dude,
Like maybe if someone could eat them, that's okay. But
yeah,
if
that
they're
would have
just
been
squished
nice.
on the pavement because
I was
they're
just
just
like,
fucking
man,
running. Oh.
I just felt bad about
Damn
killing
dumb bunnies.
bro, so many
I guess I'm
fucking
mad
bunnies.
about it. Yeah, if I can
You should take
imagine.
that road. Fuck it, take that road. Just kill some bunnies.
Don't want to.
You'll know how it feels.
I don't want the feeling. don't want it. These fucking bunnies are killing themselves.
It's not the greatest. Literally, I'd be driving. There'd be a patch. It'd be like 3 minutes, and I'm like, oh, no bunnies. And then I
Feel
see
like-
them off in the distance. I'm like, oh, fuck.
I think that's like a life
We'll
test.
be going. And okay, so I'm telling you, the first bunny, I saw it, and I went like this. I swerved. Everybody woke up. Sebastian, it was in Sebastian's car. His parents' car, actually. We borrowed their car. He wakes up, dude, what the fuck? And I was like, there was a rabbit, a bunny, something fucking jumped in front of the car. And he was like, well, don't fucking swerve. It's not safe. And I was like, okay, fine. So we're going 80. Rabbit. Doof. And he was like, what the fuck was that? And I was like, you told me not to swerve. That was another rabbit. And he was like, well, and I was like, what do you want me to do? Swerve or hit him? And he was like, just hit him, I guess. And I was like, all right. Doof. Doof. Doof.
It sounds like a war battle
like,
replay.
oh my
It
God.
sounds like
It was pretty rough. And mind you, this is also like 2 a.m.
what the hell?
Late as fuck. We left Vegas at like
It sounds bad.
11, bro. I'm in the middle of nowhere. The only car, it's pitch fucking black, just running over rabbits.
Do you talk about this often?
I think this is the first time I've talked about the rabbits on here.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
But it is something that comes up every now and then
Sounds
with my
intense.
buddies.
Sounds.
It was fun. It was a good time. It was a fun drive. Me and my buddy Justin kept each other awake. He was my co-pilot. We were just murdering the rabbits together. He wasn't driving, but he felt just as bad. He was just like, dude.
I'm surprised I
fucking
care so
rabbits.
much. Maybe I don't care that much. Maybe if I did it, I'd be like, it just happened. But
Maybe. I don't know. I'm telling you, bro, take that drive and you'll find out. Just go take the drive.
I think I'm scared to do it. It's a life test. I think it's like a thing. Like everyone's got to kill a deer once in their life or something.
I mean,
like that.
okay, so I feel like that's different because you're not driving. You're like going out. I'm gonna hunt a deer and I'm gonna harvest meat and I'm gonna eat it. At least that's my thought. It's like I would be excited. I am excited. I want to go hunt. I'm excited to go and hunt and get deer and elk and wild boar. It's great. Like when I go out in the mountains camping, I love when we catch fish and it's a nice fucking sizable fish. And I'm like, yeah,
Sounds
I don't
cool.
mind taking this fish from the water. It's already big. It's not a little baby that's going to grow and feed the ecosystem. It's a large fish. I'm taking one fish.
Have you like
I'm
shot
gonna
an
eat the
animal?
fish.
That's what I'm talking about.
I haven't shot an animal. I want to.
That sounds like
I'm
more
a good
like
shot.
explicit. That's like
Yeah.
To be fair,
But like that's what I'm saying. I'm excited for it.
removing a large fish is going to have a larger impact on the ecosystem.
Don't
than a
tell
small
me
fish.
that.
Oh.
That's not what Fish and Game says. They say it needs to be larger than a certain size so that it's legal, so that you can take it from its habitat because it's a big boy, so that means it's fine.
But that's also why there's limits on how
How many
large
you
of a
can
fish
take.
you can catch.
Interesting.
There's a lot of places where
I didn't know that you could go
it'll-
limit on how large.
Yeah, so I think at like Prado, any trout over 15 inches,
That is a pretty big trout.
it has to be released because it's a breeding fish at that point, and it's to keep the population up. Yeah.
Makes sense. Makes sense. But nonetheless, hunting. I would love to go and hunt deer,
Yeah.
gather meat.
That sounds kind of cool.
I would probably 100% cry over the first thing that I kill.
I don't think I would.
I'm just an emotional person, so like I wouldn't be surprised if I did.
I'd just be excited, I guess.
Me too.
I don't know.
I might cry out of excitement. Sometimes I just cry. It'd be like that. I'll cry happy fucking tears. Pisses me off.
I think I have a huge ego, and it makes me have less compassion.
Dude,
Or it might be the cancer experience. I'm not sure.
I remember the day I started crying in movies and I was like,
Both.
I'm a fucking bitch. Why am I crying? I was upset.
I think I cried like that for things. Yeah, no, I have for... That was like a couple years ago. I haven't had like good reasons to cry recently.
Sometimes a good movie would just make me cry, man. And I'm just like, well, it is what it is.
I don't know.
I cried.
I was super lonely like 2 years ago. Oh, because it was like after a breakup with my last girlfriend. And
Loneliness is a pretty shitty thing.
yeah.
I've cried from loneliness for sure.
Yeah, I was super lonely.
In the shower with the fucking lights off, the hot water going. Great. Just be sad.
Maybe I've done that. I don't know.
Neither confirming nor denying.
I'm thinking, no, it sounds familiar, but maybe it doesn't. I can't. That sounds terrible, though. Yeah.
Hey, man. Sometimes that's the vibe. It didn't start that way, you know. Sometimes it doesn't start that way.
Got some real
To be
feelings,
fair,
though.
I predominantly at nighttime I will shower in the dark because it's just like priming my eyes and my mind to like lay down and sleep because then
I
I'm
get
already
that.
relaxed after showering.
Yeah.
I go lay down and just I'm
Yeah.
out. So,
That's smart.
but I also like to smoke before I go shower.
Oh.
So I'm in there high as shit, and sometimes my brain takes me to some sad places.
Oh.
And it be what it be, because sometimes
you be
you
in the
just need
shower
to
for
cry.
like 20 minutes, half an hour.
Not like that. I don't cry like that. I don't think.
No, you do. You do. That's probably like in the middle of like, like time, like every like.
That's
so
when I'm
often.
trying to breathe.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good sound bite. Yeah.
I like it.
You can make that like a credit thing or something. I don't know.
A credit. Goodbye, everybody.
Yeah, that's like a bell, like a bing bing. Like, subscribe and like.
Subscribe and like.
Yeah.
I like it. I'm here for it. Why not?
It's been a good brainstorming session. It's been
Yeah.
a lot of things to be said. That I might have a hard time remembering, but no, we're gonna do the cool thing with the like 4 other people and make up our own story,
Yeah. Writer's room.
and then do the MaseFuDogg magazine.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what it'd be
That shit's
called.
cool as fuck.
And then
MaseFuDogg magazine. Why not? You could put whatever the fuck you want in there.
yeah,
Throw in a little bit of
I don't know.
acupuncture,
I don't
a little
know
bit of this, a little bit of that.
I wonder how much I can copy the Playboy brand. Like, what can I get away with? You know, because there's so many like animes out there that like
Well,
do the
you
Playboy
can't
bunny
use their
outfit.
logo, and you can't use the word Playboy.
Okay.
That's probably really it.
Well, I don't know. I gotta make it like sexy, right? So they gotta be like wearing like some type of like MaseFuDogg like outfit thing, like a Playboy bunny outfit. You know, like a food dog outfit. What a food dog?
Ooh, I have an idea.
There could be a cool food dog. It's like a Chinese dog, you know?
Mm-hmm,
Yeah. So something could be figured out with that.
100%. Make them like little, bro. Just do little food dog pasties, little sticker pasties. You could do some. Bro, I'll just print out some stickers for you. We'll do it just a very simple way.
No.
Like you could do some just real simple.
They gotta be sexy too. I don't want them.
Hey man, just some nips covered and the chicken just like a nice pose is pretty sexy to me, man.
It's pretty cool, but
That's what I'm saying. Like you could do whatever you want with it. It doesn't always it doesn't have to just be one thing always all the time.
I don't know. I kind of just wanted to make it look like a
up to you.
swimsuit, like the Playboy swimsuit, but instead of bunny ears, it's gonna be like FuDogg ears or something. Or they're gonna have like some type of like FuDogg thing.
Floppy.
I guess like, yeah.
Well, I know how to make clothes, so I can help you. We can go
It's
pick
true.
out
You
some
do know how to make
fabrics.
clothes. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We'll find some models,
All
pick
right.
out some fabrics. We'll come out with the designs. We'll fucking measure them up. We could do some shit, you know.
How expensive?
Like I said, I'll help you.
How expensive do you think this would be?
Materials are not super expensive. So like in materials, you could probably get away with spending $50 and make possibly 2 to 3 swimsuits. Possibly, depending on what the design is and like how exactly we're doing it. And $50 I feel like is being generous. Because in my brain, I'm thinking like a full body frontal swimsuit that has like edging around it. That's maybe like 2 to 3 swimsuits for $50. But now if you're going with like bikinis, like literally just like boob cups, butt cover, and crotch.
No, I want them with the
depending
bunny
on how you want to
outfit.
do it. Well, we would have to you'd have to show me exactly. But
The bunny outfit. Where is it? I'm sorry. I'm not trying to make a ruckus.
make a ruckus, dude. Do it. But yeah, it would just come down to like how exactly you wanted to make the outfit.
Oops.
Like
that. Yep.
Might be able to get away.
She just has some ears. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, ears, bodysuit, leggings. We could probably just find leggings or just go straight with.
I
fucking
basically
tights.
just want it the same
That
way,
center.
just the same way, and then they'll just have dog ears and a dog tail.
We'll probably get away with like 2 to 3
That's
suits
it.
for $50. And I would donate my time for you. I'd just buy all the materials. We would plan a day, and I would take measurements, figure shit out, and then I'll
Don't you think
make it.
people would buy these magazines? They would subscribe. They
Yeah.
would. There would be subscriptions.
See, now that's a completely different aspect. You would have to find like a, technically air quotes, a publication printer to make the magazine. But if you start with just releasing it on your website and figuring out how to do like a subscribe to unlock, like pay to unlock type deal, keep it digital, it'll keep your cost very low because now you don't involve a printer. Does that make sense? And then eventually, once it picks up more traffic, you can actually start doing like
I don't want
paperback
that.
releases.
I don't want that. Sorry.
What do you mean?
I want it just traditional Playboy
Straight
magazine.
paperback only.
Yeah, just
Okay,
like the
then you
good
just
old
have
days.
to find a publication,
Yeah.
and that would be your last step. But that's also gonna be where most of your investment is gonna go, in my opinion, because you're gonna want a good quality magazine.
Yeah, I want it just like the Playboy
Yeah.
quality. I mean, it shouldn't have been. It's probably expensive.
I mean, I don't know.
It'd
I've never
probably-
done magazines.
Probably be cheaper to find somebody that can actually do it because I think Adobe has Illustrator that you can make magazines in it.
Oh, well, there you go. See,
And
I've
then-
never looked into
Yeah.
magazines at all, so
Yeah,
a
no.
little bit of research you could probably figure out a
Find a
very
s-
inexpensive
A
way.
small shop that'll print like a small run of magazines for you on a regular basis.
That'd be cool.
Like a UPS or FedEx or no.
Something like something like that.
I don't know. I don't know.
I feel like we're figuring it out. Thanks, guys. I just
Of course.
feel like this idea has just been an idea. It's not gonna budge until I'm more stable in life, which I am.
It's
So-
okay. You're
what I
still
do.
figuring out more. Still figuring out details of it.
Yeah.
And you're just gonna keep on figuring them out.
I don't think I've really written down, or have I? I don't know. I've just written
Do you
out the
want to?
plan. The plan. I've written down the plan. Make a book by the end of such and such year, and it's been like 2 or 3 years, and yeah, I just keep pushing that year. Keep pressing
You
that
wanna write some
snooze
ideas
button.
down?
What?
Do you want to write ideas down? I have a notebook. I have notepads and pen.
Yeah, I guess since we're talking about it, that makes sense.
Alright.
Yeah.
Now you can take your sheets home.
Yeah, and then I have no excuse.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not like you can't forget.
I feel like I've already forgotten. I could maybe just type it into my phone, and that's what I've been thinking about doing.
Or is that an excuse so you don't have to do it right now? See, because now you're gonna get home and there's gonna be a piece of paper in one of your pockets, and you're gonna go, "God damn it!"
I'll be like, what the fuck is this paper for? Yep. Alright. Okie dokie. So it's 2, 5, 25.
That's it.
Mason's goals?
It's 2-6.
My Mason's MaseFuDogg magazine?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's more specific.
I like it.
It sounds like a pretty good idea to me. I mean, I know I
like
could
it.
probably like talk to just like any guy out there, and chicks too. I feel like actually
Like,
chicks.
that's cool.
If it was like really like the design, I'm not worried about. Like I know it's gonna look good. Like I can just like look through inspiration through the Playboy magazine, and then. And then, like, all the content within it, that's not a problem either. There's just so many books out there, and I just have to match everything to every single month and every single season and talk about the things that are relevant to that time, going in line with, like, maybe, like, the circadian rhythm and maybe, like, the, like, circadian, like, clock of the world. I'm pretty sure there's a calendar out there, so... These calendars, it's like an I Ching calendar. It's like something kind of like astrology.
Maybe you could put it in the back of the magazine. That way people could see it too. That's an idea.
Because they know that like what I'm talking about is relevant to that time of the year, so they want the subscription because they want to know about the next.
Mm-hmm.
These fucking ideas. They've been locked up in here for so long. They're just like, I had time to do it.
Candy, alcohol, and a little bit of weed were the keys to open the doors, huh?
Yeah, no.
How about that?
Sometimes you gotta break the rules, you know. Like,
Hey man, remember what I said? Sometimes art doesn't have to have any rules.
what was I supposed to write?
The calendar.
The calendar. There, the I Ching. Yep, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I Ching calendar. Goes with magazine. There has to be like a shorter way to write magazine. There's such a long.
Just put mag.
I never write stuff down like this. Like nah. I got the fucking like iPad computer
The
keyboard
typing fingers?
attachment. Like
Dude, I'm a pen and paper type of guy.
since I'm writing this fucking shit down, like it's fucking getting done. All right, I Ching calendar goes with magazine, monthly, season. I don't know. Sure, I'm pretty sure that makes sense. That'll make sense to sober Mason for sure.
I love it.
What else is there? The calendar. Get the. So I used to do. I designed the student handbook for Wangu University in Las Vegas,
Yeah,
Nevada,
I remember that.
and I did it on their Adobe Illustrator, and then I had to I made like the cover, and then I made like the second page. Like I have my files. I can still like look it up and figure out exactly what I did in that, because that was like my first professional thing.
Ooh, put down find magazine printer,
Okay.
because that's a needed thing on.
That's like the first
the
thing.
list.
I need to know the goal of like how much money they save up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Magazine printer. Magazine printer.
I'm excited.
And
That's gonna be
then
cool.
Then what's the next thing? Find out how much. I mean, how many prints would I make? I guess I'm not expecting people, or I mean, you can actually buy it from like months past because it has naked chicks in it. You're like, oh, I'm interested, like, and also it talks about things
It's
that I
just
can
like
look
a
forward to
collection.
the next year.
Yeah.
And
it's
then
just a series at that point.
And
you know?
then when the next year comes by, it's just gonna be different chicks talking about different things. And you can only fit so much in a magazine, so like the magazine will go on forever.
Mm-hmm.
Subscribe.
Yeah.
MaseFuDogg.com.
It's a book collection and series. brother.
MaseFuDogg.
Hell yeah.
All right, find out price of magazines.
Structure out your first 12 months.
Yeah, structure out that 12 months.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Tackle
okay.
those first 12, that first collection of 12. That's where it starts.
Tackle first 12 months of goals. Maybe we'll leave it at that. I feel like this makes sense.
I like it.
Okay. I'll look at this tomorrow and be like, huh? What? I gotta do what? Fuck. Man, damn it. Shit. I'm gonna complain about it.
Like I said, brother, I'll help you with the photography.
And then I'm gonna try to find a magazine printer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right.
Hopefully some models will hit you up and they're like, hey, I'm in LA. I would love to be in your magazine as a model and help.
I don't think it'll be an issue, actually. I feel
there's
like
plenty of people.
this idea.
Here, I'll leave you the pen in case you want to write anything. Oh, well. Yeah, I'll leave the pen on that side in case
All
you
right,
want to write anything
thanks.
else.
No, I don't think it'll be an issue because I feel like if I just put it out there, like I'm a reputable name and word will get around, and I think that like the models, it's not gonna be like. I guess the hard thing to be is like choosing. Is that too much confidence in this? Maybe I should. Is that the ego?
Not
My
at
ego
all.
getting.
No.
I think the ego's getting big.
This is well, okay. The ego's out here, but you're being an artist right now. Allow the ego to play in. Right now, you're being an artist. Allow the ego to
Maybe
run
it won't be
because that's
easy.
what drives it. I can tell you right now off the bat, it's not going to be easy. There's going to be a lot of decisions that you're going to rack your brain over because you're going to want it to be a specific way.
The ego got me to fuck that to be a warrior against cancer. Like it really
Exactly.
It's crazy.
You need it.
Yeah, the ego though. It's just like
It's just about understanding the balance.
yeah.
To be an artist, you need ego because you're showing your heart. You need to be confident in what you're showing. You know, we're literally wearing our hearts on our sleeve.
You're right. Yeah, you gotta be not afraid to
People will notice it. They can tell
make
when
people
you're
mad
faking
or have
Exactly.
them not like you. You have to just accept that they don't like you for stupid reasons, and they're just stupid people. So they can just fuck off.
Hey man, one thing that I had to sit with recently is you're not everybody's cup of tea, brother.
Yeah.
But you know what? There's gonna be some people that fucking love sipping that tea too. Okay, it's both sides to the coin. That's why there's heads and tails, man.
I kind of want to be like, I don't know, maybe the guy that nobody likes, but they can depend on. Like the guy that's just like, do I want to be like that? No, I can't even imagine that. Not really, no. You know what though? Like I guess like whoever you are is already ingrained in you, and then you just kind of just have to let it out. Yeah.
And you can change the things that you don't like about yourself as well. That's the beautiful thing about this. It just takes some work.
Well, I don't think everyone's like born shy.
No, not
Like,
at all.
I think you become shy from some type of thing that happens when you. But I haven't been around babies at all, so I don't know. But
Well, one thing that I've learned for just about life is that we're products of our environment.
that's what I feel too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Everything that happened to us in our past has molded us into who we are now, whether you like it or not.
I think people who are obese because they live in a culture of obesity. They're just around other people who are just like having the same eating habits, and they may not be good. maybe you don't eat it all and you only snack, but you're still overweight and you're still gaining weight, then like you're crazy if you think there's something wrong with the world and not something that's wrong with you. Like,
Dude, it's hard to be a skinny person in a fat person's world. Let that sink in. If you're trying to be the only skinny person in a house full of fat folks when every night is McDonald's and there's only like fucking ho-hos and Twinkies to snack on, soda in the pantry,
you're not going to survive.
Mm-mm.
Well, yeah, like I think I saw a thing where it was like things were vibrating and then they like, what were they? No, it was these silver balls, like they kind of like hit each other like on The Office. You know, they go back and forth.
Okay, the kinetic little, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And then they all started like hitting like the same way all of a sudden. They all like matched each other's like vibrations because they're all like around each other.
Yeah. So
that's people. People are like that. Like on a microscopic scale. Like we all of our cells. They're all vibrating about whatever we're around.
I agree. There's a saying, show me who your friends are and I'll tell you who you are. And I love that because it's very true. You are the product of the 5 people that you surround yourself with most.
Yeah, I think I remember that. Wow, you can really hear my voice a lot better right here.
I just, you lean back and...
I was trying to yell.
Every once in a while. It's okay. You can also, just move the mic stand.
You're right,
in whatever way is comfortable for you, too. So if you wanted to lean back, just move that one closer to the edge for you. Cool. I don't mind at all.
Can I go to the bathroom really? So yeah, we're getting more into Taoism, and it's talking about, and also like ego, like trying to like destroy the ego. It all talks about not
mic in front of you.
not taking what's it called? Oh, not taking credit for anything at all. So I'm just thinking, like, if someone steals my idea, like, all right, I guess they steal it. But that's it.
That's one way to think about it. But that is what a poor man's copyright is, just a timestamp of your original idea somewhere. So, like,
I guess if it happens, it happens.
Yeah. And another thing, the way I learned about it is you can literally, like, write out a document, put whatever images that you want if you're trying to, like, trademark an image, and then email it to yourself. So you have a recorded document with the timestamp that this idea was created, this image is mine, if it's ever used somewhere.
This is cool.
I had it. I need to replace the battery, but it's the grenade from Snake.
Oh, sweet.
It's also a lighter.
I only know Snake from Super Smash Bros.
That's Snake.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. He's apparently from Metal Gear Solid. Somebody was like, oh, this is a grenade from Metal Gear Solid. And I was like, Snake from...
Oh,
Snake from Smash, and they were like, "Ha, yeah, he's from Metal Gear Solid."
Speaking of Smash, I learned this the other day, and you can bring this up and see if Ruben knows, because he probably does. But apparently, in the Smash universe, the Doomslayer is married to Isabella.
That's hilarious. That would make a lot of sense.
Canonically, I think it's hilarious.
That's funny. Have you seen the Isabella is from
Animal Crossing?
That one.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
The mayor's assistant, and then the Doomslayer from Doom.
Or married.
Doomslayer?
The Doomarine, the big green armor guy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, him. Oh, what? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
So, Animal Crossing and Doom, both of the latest versions of the game, were announced or released on the same day, something like that. And the fan community made like the coolest crossover trailer where Doom is in the Animal Crossing world, just like holding hands with Isabella, like fucking fishing together, and then it just like teleports them into the Doom world, and they're both just fucking murdering aliens and shit.
Wow, that sounds pretty awesome. I wish we could throw that up on the TV.
I was thinking that right now, but you know, I wasn't gonna remind anybody. I didn't want to remind anyone of my failures. You know, I was hoping it would just like kind of skate under the radar, but just...
it would go right there, right behind you, where it says the podcast.
You're just fucking.
I mean, it looks like a TV screen. It looks like a screensaver right there.
One day, It's gonna be a rotating fucking sign. It'll show the podcast, and then it'll flip over and be a TV screen.
What?
Goals. I want that now. I'm envisioning it.
Whoa.
We're gonna figure that out. I don't know when, but we'll figure it out.
You could make it yourself.
I definitely could. Yeah.
Like, you know how like a whiteboard is
That's-
half a whiteboard,
bro,
half
I was-
a chalkboard?
I was thinking right now, I'm gonna go on OfferUp and find an old school whiteboard. Just sign on one side, fucking TV on the other, flip that bitch. It would work too.
You can put them on. Yeah. Just screw it in. Yeah.
I like it. No, we're probably getting a smaller TV somewhere up there, or maybe on the end of the table.
This is a window for
or
you?
over there.
Like this place?
It was, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Covered up.
It's perfectly, but...
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, back there.
But then because I can't see it back there, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I could have just.
Maybe you would have
'Cause-
like a little computer in front of you that shows what you're doing. No, you don't.
I had the computer.
Never mind.
Before I had Daniel, but also one thing that we were considering doing was like Smash tournaments or like Mario Kart tournaments
Whoa.
on pod. You know, like a pod fucking Mario Kart and Smash. So I was also thinking like either there or you know like somewhere that's like convenient for everyone. A stand right here would be decent, right under the camera. That might work. But you know,
In time.
yeah,
Hmm.
things for future me to figure out.
So I got this cool idea that I wrote down.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any ideas yourself that you're working on?
I would say the ideas that I have been pondering are new designs for Mad Prints. I really want to do like an old school college styled sweater where it's like
Cardigan?
like- no, that's so okay. I'm also thinking about their varsity jackets. Also thinking about like a Mad Prince varsity jacket just because that'd be cool. But like a hoodie like this. But you know how they have like fabric letters that are like stitched on.
Mm-hmm.
So I was thinking of doing something like that for Mad Prince because we also just got a laser printer, not a laser printer, sorry, laser engraver and cutter. So now I can cut fabrics like specific shapes out.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I haven't attempted to cut fabrics with it yet because we've been engraving a lot of bottles recently, like the Yeti bottles and tumblers. We've been doing a lot of that, which is really fucking cool. It's awesome. But I'm most excited about applying different fabrics to garments because you can also take like. Well, this is something I was thinking in the shower, actually, because we also have a sublimation printer, which is a photorealistic printer that can dye polyester fabrics. I can print out, like, I don't know, a galaxy if I wanted to. Sublimate a piece of fabric, put it into the laser printer, and then cut out letters, and then I can make, like, a large galaxy looking letters on the sweater. Or, like, if I wanted to
I see what you're
go
saying.
the anime
Yeah.
route, I could, like, print or sublimate Faye, cut out Faye so that when I do MAD for Mad, you can see Faye laying in the letters, right? And then it's just like a stitched border, but you see Faye inside,
That'd be pretty cool.
right? So like I've been toying with that idea. I just haven't created the
man.
files yet
Yeah.
and like put the effort into
What have you been
doing
doing?
pieces. Client work and like twiddling my thumbs and watching some movies and grilling meats. That's what I've been doing actually. That's where my spare time has been in the past. But now I got some shit to do because that's been boiling in my mind and I'm like, okay, I also have a client that wants to do varsity jackets, which is why varsity jacket for Mad Prince was in my mind. And then varsity jackets usually have applique on it and this client wants to do applique, which is also why it got me thinking about different designs for sweaters. So I need to get working on those files, and then also how we were talking about like the back end for pod and whatnot. So
Yeah.
those are the two things on my.
Some things to do.
Yeah, those are my things to do.
On top of the things to do for this place, like that's like more like big picture, and then like there's like small picture stuff, like
Yeah, and there's a couple pictures.
Damn.
There's a couple pictures. I do a little bit of juggling, but it keeps me sane because I am again we were talking about I'm the type of person that like jumps around. I like to do a lot of different shit, but also like even though I love what I do, I get fucking tired of doing the same shit for too long. So like I love apparel, right? I love to make shirts. I love printing shirts. I love doing embroidery. I love making hats. But when I sit there for 36 hours making hats, I don't want to make hats anymore.
Makes sense.
So,
Yeah.
you know, like having something else where I can come and like just talk about creative ideas and brainstorm about things with a good friend where we can both just be comfortable expressing ourselves, like it keeps everything fresh for me always, you know, because I'm always bouncing around. I always get to hang. And it also keeps me social with my friends as well, instead of just fully diving into work and like, this is all I do. And I haven't seen you guys in like a year because all I've been doing is work.
It's like, are you meshing work with fun? Is that what's happening?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Because I like everything that I do, but I also need to like, I also know that I need to live a life.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I feel that feeling too. And earlier today, I was asking my coworker if she wanted to go to Little Tokyo and walk around and have a beer. And then she said no. She was busy, but that was me trying to have fun and like do something that I don't normally do, which is have fun and just like go around and do nothing, a whole bunch of nothing. Cause
But at least you asked and you tried to do something different.
yeah, I tried. It would have been cool if I could do that, but
Well, step one, man.
yeah.
Because there's a difference between trying and not. That's something that back in the day, me and my buddy Jose.
This is fun though.
This is fun.
This is not even like work. On like this,
No.
this is like kind of partying actually.
Yeah, I just call it hanging out. So the way I describe it is, this is a timestamp of where our brains are in history. It's just for us to come in, have fun, be ourselves, air out some ideas, whatever we feel we need to talk about or the universe says that we should. Like I said, for some reason, I was just like on the word of consistency. I was like, that was it. I was just like,
I think I talked about
Consistent.
that
did.
word too, but no, like not
But, like-
not recently, like you know. I just thought about it like a year ago or something, but
oh, for me, it was like the past couple days.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna see Mason, and it was just like consistent. I was like, I'm gonna just start with that and see where it goes.
it was a month ago. No, I talked to my buddy and I told
About a
him
month ago.
that he has to do at least like 2 push-ups or 5 push-ups in the morning every single day, and then build around that, and then that can build consistency for you. Like just like
That's true.
just have a small goal. Just like wake up in the morning every day at 5 o'clock in the morning and do 1 fucking push-up. I should take my own medicine.
Same. I force myself to go back into the gym because for me it's pull-ups. I try and keep my back strong. Because I broke mine. So like you know, the straighter my posture is, the better my back feels, is something I noticed. So if I do my pull-ups, my back doesn't hurt as much. That's how it correlates in my brain.
I should do pull-ups. Yeah, I feel like
They're healthy for you.
yeah, no, I'm slouching. I keep like stretching and stuff, and there's like
I mean, you got to have both, right? Which is interesting. It's, so yin and yang. Have I ever told you about the paintings over there?
no,
Okay, so the very bottom, I know you know Gundam, right?
yeah,
So this is back in the 2-footed days. This was a high thought. I had just finished showering and I was thinking of yin and yang. There is a conscious you and a physical you. The conscious you is like literally all of the thought process, everything that makes decisions, that comes up with ideas, all of that, right? The physical you is your body that lives in this world that we experience, that can operate instinctually, which is why we autopilot through certain days or through certain moments, right? Like the body just knows that there's an action that happens, so it can just do. Now, the best way to operate through life, not all the time, but in some moments, is instinctually or consciously instinctive. So a little bit of both. You're allowing your body to move through those natural motions, but you're also consciously aware to make slight changes if necessary. I started to adopt that specifically when I was started playing goalie again. I started playing indoor because I was thinking too much about playing and it was slowing me down. So I needed to just allow myself to have my instincts play the game because I know what the game is, right? I've trained for years. But also, I can't just react to what's happening. I need to think and pay attention. Is he actually going to shoot the ball, or is he faking this shot and he's going to cut back that way? In which case, if I pick up on that, I'll fake with him, and then I'm moving.
Yeah, but
so
you
that's
can't.
where that,
You have to do that like while it's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I started to try and practice that, like really practice while I was playing.
They have that in an anime called Blue Lock.
Interesting.
Like they emphasize that. Like that's like this guy's secret to like getting to the next level of being a great soccer player, which
What
is
the fuck? It's about soccer. That's
yeah,
so funny.
Yeah, and
All right, I'm gonna watch
and
this.
it talks
That's so
about
funny.
like how like instead of like thinking like after the fact, like you have to like do it while it's happening. He's just explaining what you're explaining just
Yeah.
now. Like
That's
that's
crazy.
what it reminded me of. And it was like an episode that was like maybe like the last 3 episodes in like the second season. It just ended too. But
No shit.
yeah, anime is great.
I'm gonna watch it.
So
Dude, I fucking love anime.
I'm an anime nerd, maybe you could say, probably.
I'm here for
I
it.
watch a whole bunch of it, and I work in an anime store. And
Dude, I still need to come visit.
yeah,
Actually,
you do. I get a discount,
Are you gonna be there Sunday?
15%. Yeah.
You're working Sunday?
Yes.
I might see you Sunday.
Cool. Okay.
Cool.
Just walk on
Yeah, I
in.
had some plans. You're by Little Tokyo?
Yeah, right in Little Tokyo.
Sick. I had plans to most like go up into Little Tokyo this weekend. So yeah, I'll probably stop by and say hi.
Cool.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, 15% discount. But you don't.
Sick.
We don't have. Do we have hay? No.
That's okay.
We have something. I think.
I'll take a look. You've got to have a
There's-
gang of shit.
There's like a lot of random boxes that you can get like with like a random prize of the anime that you like.
That's cool.
So if you like Sailor Moon, like they have like these bags, and then it has like 6 possible prizes that or like different Sailor Moons you can get in there, and then so you're like picking it up. You don't know what it is, and then it's like a gamble, and you're like so you have to try to like get them all by buying more. So you're not gonna get it
Nice.
like the first 6 times you do it.
Yeah.
So that's with everything though. They have that with every single anime.
That's cool.
And then we also sell like these mystery bags where there's like just like our boss that buys all the inventory. Oh, maybe I shouldn't even talk about this.
We'll leave it at the random bags.
No, they made me sign a paper saying something like don't talk about any of this stuff.
Oh, any of this stuff for sale?
Something about like not sign a paper so that I can't work at another anime store competing place or something like that.
Oh, that's a non-compete agreement.
Yeah. That.
Did you sign an NDA?
I don't think so. No.
Okay. NDAs are
Maybe
the ones
not.
that you can't talk about stuff. But just in case, we'll leave it at the mystery bags.
Anyway,
Because that's just merchandise.
I work at
that
an
you're
anime
selling.
place, and
Yeah.
it's kind of like a gambling store,
Yeah.
and like everyone like
That's cool.
They're all gambling addicts, and they love it. They love anime. They keep coming back for more and more and more and
That's
more.
funny.
Have you heard
I
of
like
have you heard of Sunny Angels or Pokemon? For sure, you have.
I know Pokemon, yeah.
So in Pokemon right now, it's super popular. There's like everyone fucking buying it. Like
That's
like
cool.
you would watch on like YouTube that there's like Costco people that are like going in there and grabbing boxes and then like rip them out of other people's hands and like
Wow.
jumping on their backs today.
Black
like
Friday
currently
style, bro.
currently happening. Like
Holy shit.
and well, I mean I think that was news like maybe like 3 weeks ago. But also at my store we sell out of Pokemon cards like every week. We have to get like new more
Damn,
and
son.
more and more. Like it's
yeah,
like
Pokemon is hot
way
right now.
way popular right now.
I see all
Yeah.
the card pulls on Instagram.
Yeah, dude, it's
Yeah.
crazy. I can't believe it. Like, why? Why now? Why is it happening?
I mean, trends, bro. There's just trends.
Was there a good
Everything
show
cycles out.
that just happened that I
Not that
need
I'm
to
aware
watch?
of. Honestly, I think it's just because anime culture had such a big uprising in the past couple years that people are just refinding Pokemon and they're going back to it. And was there a recent release of Pokemon? Do you know?
They got like these 151s and these like surging Pikachu ones and these
They
Eevee.
released a bunch of new generation of cards. And
Okay.
there's new games that came out.
So it's probably along with that too.
There's just like
But
it's so popular.
it's kind of just like the same game, but they remake the characters and add some, to my understanding, because it's like Pokemon Red and Blue, and it's Sapphire and fucking Emerald. Or
Oh yeah, you're right.
It's like it's all
It's the
just
same
like
formula.
the same shit. Yeah,
But people are addicted to getting them all. It's that
gotta catch them all.
it's an OCD type of like brainwash. Like you have to get them all. You don't know
yeah.
why, but you have to.
Yeah,
So
I feel
keep
it.
buying more.
Mhm.
Yep. And
but yeah, Yin and Yang. That's a Gundam. So that's why there's the pilot and the suit, because of the pilot I see as your conscious and the suit is your physical body.
you drew that?
No, shout out to my buddy Josh Van Loom. He drew all 3 of those pieces for me. The middle one, is Tanjiro. That's because when I was bleeding out, the first thing that came to mind was gain control. As long as you gain control of your breathing, you're gonna be all right. And that's the only thing I could think that I heard that from. So I had
dope.
him make that one for me.
That's freaking dope.
And then the monkey has a robotic foot with the jetpack about to blast off. So that's me.
Freaking dope.
Yeah.
It's a cool looking monkey.
It
Looks
is.
like the monkey god.
A monkey god.
Yeah, there's like Goku from the anime Dragon Ball Z. That story is like a retelling of the monkey god from China.
Interesting.
Whatever that monkey's name. But there's like a video game about it right now. And it's pretty good. But
I'll look into it.
anyways, yeah, that's what Goku is. I don't know, he's Japanese.
That's true. That's right.
But it's off of
He
like
is a
Chinese.
monkey, huh?
It's off of Chinese mythology, I think. So it's like contradictory, but it's a good story. So it's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sun Wukong. I don't know how I forgot about that.
Who?
Sun Wukong.
Is
What's
that
that?
Korean? What
It's
is it?
the Chinese.
Oh.
Hold on. Let me see.
Sun Wukong.
Chinese monkey.
It's the Monkey
god.
King. It's a mythological
Oh.
Monkey
character.
King.
Aha. Yeah. Yeah.
What's the story on it?
He. If it's like Goku, it's kind of like Superman. I mean, he comes from like a different
It's a
planet.
Trickster god and Buddhist deity in Chinese mythology. God of magic, victory, combat, and immortality.
Oh, that's cool.
I don't know.
I don't either.
Goku, he's pretty strong, but well, no, I don't know. Like the way like Goku acts, he kind of acts like Taoist. Actually, like this is like another idea. Since we're talking about ideas, is I would like to make like the Tao of Goku. I think that'd be cool. I think a lot of people would would love that. Well, there's already a book called the Tao of Pooh.
Okay.
Do you know about that?
No.
book? No. Well, the Tao of Pooh, it's just this author. I'm not sure he's affiliated to like either like Taoism or Pooh. Like I think he knows about Taoism, but like he pretty much translated Taoist philosophy in the way of how Winnie the Pooh lives. So Winnie the Pooh does everything in the present, and he doesn't like overcomplicate things, and he just like he does the simple route, which may be the long route, but it's the easiest route, and there's like less complications, and it's the fastest route too. And then you can't really explain like Winnie the Pooh or I don't know, like he follows the Tao pretty well. So anyways, this book is all about that. And then I'm thinking every time I watch Dragon Ball Z and I look at Goku, he's pretty much like following every Taoist philosophy that I know. And so I think that'd be cool if I somehow rewatched it and then picked out particular scenes that like talked about it and like kind of emphasize that and talk about that and make a whole book about it. And then you could probably watch the episodes in the way that the chapters are told for every single thing with like the reading.
It's like put in above whatever the scripture or chapter or whatever you want to call it is. It's like episode whatever to.
Yeah,
That's so.
well because
so interesting.
Every single episode has like
like
some type of like philosophy that you learn from it, or not every episode, but like maybe like a group of like 3 or like 5 or something like that. But yeah.
Through the arcs, there's plenty of lessons.
I don't even know how to start this idea. It's just like I don't know, like the Tao. I'll just write it down.
Literally like that, yeah. You'll figure it out as you go, but you need the key components. I like that. Tao of Goku.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. That'd be the coolest thing ever.
Hell yeah.
If I could make a book about that.
Oh, it's the Tao, not the Tao.
Oh yeah,
T.
you can pronounce it. I know you can like write it DAO or TAO or.
Interesting.
Yeah. Doesn't matter. It's an English translation of like a Chinese character, so there's not like a rule of like this is how you spell that thing. Like
intriguing.
Instead of saying or spelling Xiao with like XIAO, you could spell it also with SHAO. Xiao.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no whatever. I don't know if like people are like really nitpicky about that kind of stuff, but
someone's like, no, that's not the way.
I feel like there are people like that. That's why
probably.
I don't know.
There's
my
people
fragile
like that
ego is
in
trying to
everything,
protect
bro.
myself right now.
A little umbrella. It's like those
I
birds
explained
that come in
it.
those things.
I explained it. Fuck off.
Leave me alone. I That's hard.
That's
funny.
No, Tao of Goku. Yeah, it would be cool because it's like more people are interested in anime, and then they can like really like have like the lesson and like the how amazing that the story is. Simultaneously, like learning these lessons and having it stick in them like easier because they have the episodes. Like there would be like a fast tracked way of how to learn philosophy without like even caring because you love the anime so much. And I think maybe the issue is like it's old because I feel like kids nowadays they don't care about watching old animes. I'm not even trying to reach them. Actually, I'm reaching the 30-year-olds and 40-year-olds. Fuck them.
People that are interested, you're looking for your crowd, brother. Yeah.
No, well, because you don't care about philosophy until you're older and you got like problems. So,
But also, like I said, it's just the times turn and people get reinterested in things. You know, people like. Also, one thing that I've found is the gym culture fucking loves Dragon Ball Z. So like, there's just a bunch of gym guys that love Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, it'll have its time where it's rediscovered and then it kind of goes away and then it's rediscovered. Yeah,
everyone loves martial arts.
Exactly.
And
to me, Dragon Ball Z is like the pinnacle martial arts fucking anime. It's been the one that was like that. When I think back to the animes that I saw as a little kid, Dragon Ball Z is the fighting one.
Yeah, I think so. I somewhat agree with you. I think there's other like way more martial arts type of animes.
I'm sure there is. I'm not versed enough to.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Z is like more like Kamehameha and like a funny story. At least nowadays. Or no, he has like I guess they have cool fight scenes now, but there's so many other animes out there with cool fight scenes, and it's just about like Dungeons and Dragons.
So the newer,
like they incorporated like martial arts naturally, just like every single person knows how to fight like super good.
The newer
like Jujutsu Kaisen.
Anime,
oh, sorry.
I didn't see that one.
Okay.
I was like the latest one for me was Baki, and that's legit fighting.
I haven't seen that.
It's literally just like martial arts in a coliseum.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. But I'm thinking like circa like literally 2000, because that's back when I was watching anime on TV. That's when Dragon Ball Z was on TV. I don't know.
Toonami.
Probably. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I just know my brother would put it on. And then my little sister was born and I started watching Hannah Montana. Great.
I never watched that.
I mean, it wasn't my first pick, that's for sure. But be what it be.
I mean, the most I watched like something like that was like Even Stevens, I think.
Skipped Even Stevens.
Huh.
Yeah. So my brother picked the channels, and then when my little sister was born, and she got old enough to watch TV, my brother no longer was watching TV, and I had to watch what she wanted. So like I would, Blue's Clues was still around, and they had a different Steve. Then there was like the Upside Down show. There was something else where a monster would go great googly moogly. I watched Peppa Pig.
I feel like I know that.
Yeah, I watched Peppa Pig. Like I watched all the little kids shows from like 2009, 2010.
Googly moogly. What is that from? Is that from Futurama? No,
we looked it up the other day. It's like something in the Fantastic Beast. Some shit. Yeah, he's a giant yellow dinosaur monster thing.
Fantastic Beast? You didn't watch that as a kid?
I don't remember what it was called. I just know he was a big yellow monster. He had like 3 spikes on his head, and he had red polka dots, and he'd go great googly moogly.
What the hell?
I remember that show. That was one of the shows I watched back in the day. But yeah, after the little kids shows, then I watched like Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, Hannah Montana, fucking Wizards of Waverly Place. Again, that's all the stuff that my little sister wanted to watch. Disney Channel, yay. And I couldn't change the channel because, little sister, she'd get mad. And then my dad would be like, put whatever she wants on. And I was like,
damn. So you never got to watch your own shows?
Nope.
You watch them now, though, I guess. You got no choice.
Kind of not really. I don't really watch TV now.
Oh.
I'll just like watch whatever. Like if Alex is watching a show, I'll watch whatever he watches. What I really like is movies. So I don't like I'm not a big fan of shows because they take too long, and I just want to like binge everything. Like if it's a really good show, I'm just like let's keep fucking going.
Well, I was thinking like Harry Potter is kind of like a show too.
Kind of, because there's so many of them.
It's like 12 like 1.5 hour shows.
Some shit like that.
You know,
Yeah.
it's like that's actually a short series,
It is.
short movie
It's
series.
like Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit.
Yeah.
Same thing.
I
I want to rewatch those too.
You seen Chernobyl on Max?
No.
No? You have Max?
No. I do now.
Oh, you didn't before?
No.
Damn, dude, there's like some good series on there. Chernobyl, one of them was like they're in like Russia and then one of their nuclear reactors like blows up themselves up and it's in Chernobyl. I don't know. Chernobyl, Russia. I don't know what I'm saying right. But
No, I know the show. One of my buddies is like
it's awesome.
super interested in
really good.
Chernobyl like in real life, and when it came out he watched it and he was like, dude, watch it.
Dude, that makes you cry. I think it made me cry. I'm pretty sure it did. And it came out like 3 or 4 years ago. Pretty recent.
I'll give it a look. I'll give it a little look ski.
Maybe middle of COVID. You know what was like crazy? Like it was like a break. Everyone took a break from the world during COVID. Like just like time off of
Everything.
responsibilities. Yeah, like it's just nothing matters.
The world stopped.
That's just
fucking literally.
That's so weird.
And some people never really recovered from that.
That's so weird that happened.
Yeah, dude. What do you think? Did they do it on purpose, or was it on accident?
I've seen. I watch Rumble only. Don't even watch YouTube.
Yeah, I think it was Bill Gates personally.
I think Bill Gates, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Guy's manufacturing his own food.
Bro, he's putting vaccines in the livestock.
He's doing some weird stuff. Yeah. He's I don't know. You can really trust the guy. Nope. I don't know. I don't know if he's like Steve Jobs. Not. He's like
man.
more than an asshole. He's like evil. Like
There's documented moments of him saying that the way to reduce population is vaccines.
yeah. No, I remember him. No, actually, I didn't see that, but I just know that he wants to
I did.
reduce.
It was a fucking TED talk.
reduce the
which is
population.
crazy, bro.
Yeah, he's like,
Get rid of this bad boy.
no one cares about what he says. They're just ignoring it.
Which is the wildest thing.
Well, people almost voted for Kamala Harris. Well, they did.
Yeah.
If people can do
Yeah.
that, I have no hope in humanity. I don't.
Well, you know, people say the same thing about Trump. So.
That's hilarious.
To play devil's advocate here, you know, people say the same thing. You know, can you believe that people voted for Trump? I have friends who don't talk to each other because one voted for somebody the other person didn't like.
My coworker started yelling at me and calling me stupid, calling me racist, and calling me like a bigot of like every single type of ist, and like all the things. And
She called you a Nazi? She hit you with that one?
yeah,
Hell yeah.
yep.
Hell yeah.
Asked me about Jews and everything.
Hell yeah. Burn them.
And she's my coworker at this place I just started working at like a month and a half ago, and
everything was cool until then, right?
everything was great. No, she was like crazy, like she was like weird. You know, no, she was fucking crazy. You know what? Like I gotta like stop caring what people think. But so like if you're watching this, you're like you were acting already a little like something, and now you let loose, and it was pretty uncomfortable. I just don't think like why have an argument with someone about politics in the middle of like your day job where you have to stand next to someone in a cashier position all day long for like 3 days out of the week. I work with her like once a week, but yeah, it's kind of just like what the fuck. But she, you know, the next day she like came back. She was like, Mason, I hope you're not thinking about that still. That was nothing.
What do you mean? You called me every name in the book.
She was like, you know, I'm over it. I hope you're over it. I'm just like, what?
For you, it was you're getting something off
Because she's
your
fucking
chest.
crazy. She's crazy.
Bruh. I don't know. I just see it as like everyone's got different views on things, and
That's fucked up.
unfortunately, the people that are running, sure, they have some good things on both sides, but also both sides have some bad things. And just because I agree with one side doesn't mean I agree with everything on that fucking side. This is unfortunately would you like to drink cyanide or would you like to drink fucking crack or bleach? I don't know. I couldn't think of something that kills
Bleach,
you as fast
probably.
as cyanide.
Bleach.
What kills you as fast as cyanide that you could drink? Would bleach kill you as fast?
Bleach will burn the fucking shit up, right? Oh.
All right, do you want raspberry flavored cyanide or blueberry flavored cyanide? That's basically the question. Because, red and blue. Hey, that was fucking subconscious right there. I didn't even think about that one.
It's cool, you're flowing.
I know. Hey. But yeah, that's basically what it is. Like, it's fucking pick your poison. They're both shitty people, and both sides have good policies. It's just which policies do you think are more important? And for me, well, I didn't vote, so,
Oh.
So I'm trying to think of the policies that were more important. For me personally, I was more so just like thinking about the kids. I was like, let's keep the kids safe and let's just teach them fucking English, math, and history. We don't need drag queens reading books to them, and we don't need to be teaching them sexuality in fucking 1st, 2nd, and 3rd grade. They don't need to know what gay, trans, or lesbian is at fucking 8 years old, okay? That's not some shit that the teachers should be talking about.
I didn't get a good look. I didn't know the difference between sexes until 5th grade. To be honest,
I just knew I liked girls. I was like, she's really pretty. That's all I fucking knew. I was like, she's really pretty. And then we got to 6th grade, and I was like, oh, that's when my dick gets hard. I was like, got it. Because, then in 6th grade, that's when they're like, take home this paper and have your parent read it and say if they want you to watch this video with the class about puberty.
I remember the boobies, and then
the boobies.
They were all growing.
I was just sitting in class. You were like, whoa! Just started sprouting out of nowhere.
Yeah, no. So I thought that.
I heard that's how it happens. You
I thought
you
that
go
was,
to sleep one summer,
that
and
was
then
cool.
Next day they're just like, I've never had them, but I heard it's like magic.
They're very squishy.
They are indeed.
Mm-hmm.
They're like warm bags of sand. That's a 40-year-old virgin reference. If people out there didn't get it, but that movie's fucking hilarious.
I bet they feel like sand. Maybe if they're fake.
Great question. I don't know. I could tell you what old titties feel like.
What?
It's not fun.
Saggy.
Yeah.
And kind of goopy or
It's like a. Have you ever?
Grocery bag of water.
Yup. You fucking pulled the words out of my mouth. Yeah.
You think I've had some old saggy boobies before?
No, I think you just had a good guess. Or are you saying you have had some old saggy boobies?
Not
before?
me personally. No, I felt some, but
Yeah, I did too. It wasn't by choice. I was helping an old lady off the floor. She had fallen, and I was picking her up. So I balled my fists, but I went up with enough oomph that it moved her titty over my hand, and I was like, ha.
Well,
yeah, that was my experience with it.
I was hooking up with this Russian chick, and she was 6 years older than me. Maybe this was a couple years ago, something like that.
Nice.
I'm 33, so. I mean, I didn't expect them to be super saggy and stuff like that, but they were.
Mm.
She's not super old though, but I guess that's the best I got.
She just didn't age well. That was it. It's fine.
Yeah. I realized I think 2 weeks ago that I'm an ass man instead of a tits man. I thought I was a tits man more, but then I really had to think about it, and if you could only choose one,
nice ass.
probably a nice ass. You can live with the small tits or the bad tits, whatever they are.
Bro, I've always said a nice ass with some nice nips. The tit doesn't have to be super big or anything, but as long as the nip is nice, you can have A's
nice
with
nips.
a nice nip,
Nice nips, yeah.
And just the little under swoop of an A to a nip, and you're like, that's cute.
Yeah, there's the stripper. She had some long nipples. They were this big.
You fucking little pinkies.
I'm
down.
They're pretty long. They're pretty freaking long. They weren't long at first
little,
either.
Licorice sticks in your mouth.
That's for babies though, right? Or something I can't even imagine. I can't.
That's funny.
Ew. Oh man,
Yeah.
when chicks try to like lick my nipples, I push
You're
them
not
away.
into
No,
it?
I don't like it.
You're not into it?
No, God, just tell them
Fuck.
stop. It just tickles too much. It's just like,
I pre-wet them for them.
oh my God,
Come here,
I
suck on
can't
my
even
nipples.
imagine. Don't do it. I can feel it. It just fucking hurts.
Oh, that's
Sounds
funny,
terrible.
dude.
Oh no.
No, tried and tested. My answer to the ass or tits is legitimately a face. 'Cause I am more of a face guy. You could have a pretty face with no ass and no tits, and I will be happy.
Dude, no.
'Cause I gotta look at your face.
If they can't sit down and it hurts them
I mean,
sitting down, you want to be with that?
You're probably like anorexic at that point. You're just unhealthy. But I mean, like I spend more time throughout life like this, face to face. So, a pretty face is nice to look at. We can figure out if she don't got a booty and she got the nice nips, then it's like all missionary stuff. I'm facing you the whole time. I don't have to clap from the back,
I guess you're right.
Legs spread, one up, one down.
I guess you're right.
She could be on top.
Yeah.
But like if she got a fucking beak nose with a snaggle tooth, fucking like saggy cheeks, and a fucking eyebrows that stick out in front of you, but she got big old titties and a nice ass, most of the time you're gonna hit it from the back.
I was trying to think right now, would you ever date your coworker?
No, they're all guys.
Well, if it was like a chick, if it was a chick, and
I know. I just had to take the opportunity
Yeah.
to hop on that one.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't. I've always followed the rule of like don't shit where you eat. The only time I was working with females,
Same thing for roommates, right?
that's different. Just for you though, that's different. Just for you. I'm trying to egg them on here,
yeah.
The rules are flexible here, good sir. Good sir Daniel. Okay, the rules are flexible. They are per case based. No, the time that I did work amongst females, I had a girlfriend, so I did stay away, but there was one chick that I was like, if I was single, I might. But for the most part, I try not to shit where I eat, just because like if I have to be there, it's better to just get along with everybody than to have an uncomfortable situation.
What will make it uncomfortable?
I don't
After
know.
you hook up, or what?
It's up to the people, because if you just have two mature people that understand, like, look, we have no feelings, but we find each other attractive and we're enjoying each other's bodies, like we have good sexual chemistry and we can hang out and it's cool, and like we don't feel weird about it, then cool.
What if there's emotional chemistry?
It's fucking better be on both sides, and then if you guys want it to work, then cool. But if one person
then you're
has
working with
emotions
that
and one
person.
person doesn't, then that's where shit gets tricky. If you're working with the person and you are both entangled and you both like each other, fucking make it work. Because the deepest way you'll ever get to understand somebody is working with them. Because you're constantly working to achieve goals, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So outside of that realm, there's less responsibility for both of you, and there's less expectation from both of you. So it kind of frees you up to just have fun. So if you can make a work environment work between a personal relationship, then the odds of the personal relationship succeeding is a lot higher, in my opinion. But I also speak from experience because I've worked with my brother for fucking 10 years.
What if she's 21?
Goes down to emotional maturity.
Emotional maturity. What's the youngest? Is it 21 for you?
I would date an 18-year-old because that's what's legal. I don't deem age as like you're too young. I mean, if you're not legal and we're gonna get in trouble, fucking that's too young. I don't even look. But like if I were to meet a chick and she, like everything was clicking, she was really mature, she saw the world in a way that meshed with the way that I viewed the world, and I was like, how old are you? And she was like, oh, I'm 18. I'd be like, that's fucking crazy. For being
How old are
18,
you? How old are you?
28. So I would be 10 years older.
Yeah, that's a good amount.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Most people would think it's weird, but for me, again, I boil it down to emotional maturity. It's if our minds are on the same wavelength and I'm attracted to you, then most likely we can make this work.
I had this conversation with one of my coworkers, and she said that you're dating a chick too early if it's before 25 years old because their brain is still developing. And my argument towards her was, what do they need to develop for the next 7 years from 18 to 25 for them to know whether or not they want to date someone that is 10 years older than them?
Mm-hmm.
Like what's gonna change? Like let's say like they have someone to date which is 18 also, and then also they have someone to date that is 33 years old. And
what I would say is,
like, which one would be better, that 18-year-old or that 33-year-old guy?
The 33-year-old. So straight on paper, I would go 33-year-old. My like over analysis answer would be, I would have to talk to both of them to see who's got a fucking better mind, because most of the time the assumption is you're 33, you're farther ahead in life, and you understand the world. But that's not the case. Some 33, like there's some people in their 30s that are still out there fucking partying, right?
Yeah,
So,
but
like,
they still got like just experience in general that makes you learn whether you like it or not. Like,
yeah. But
they know shit. They know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's why I say, like, in general, for the most part, somebody that's in their 30s has already lived a lot of life. They've got a lot more knowledge under their belt, and you're more likely to learn more and grow more as a person by spending your time with the 33-year-old than spending your time with somebody that's the same age as you, because you guys are literally in the same group. You know, the only knowledge and experience that you'll get is from whatever they're experiencing right now, and learning if they're willing to share with you, and whatever you guys run into together.
And what do they have to provide, you know?
They're still building themselves.
They're probably still like living at their parents at that time.
Most of them, yeah.
Yeah.
You're still creating your future.
The only ones who aren't are, I guess, in college or some shit.
Mm-hmm. But still, even then, you can't really provide anything.
Yeah, no, you're just going to school. You have no job, no nothing.
Mm-hmm. So that's why, as men, we're in an interesting position, different from women, where for them, they start with all of their value. And as they age, their value starts to go. They start to have more relationships. They entangle themselves with more men. Correctly, women.
Yeah.
As they get older, they start to lose value. Men, when we enter the world, we have zero value. Everything is for us to gain, as long as you keep moving in a positive way, right? So if you can make it to your 30s and you figured your shit out, you have all this knowledge, you don't have any baby mamas, no fucking kids, you don't have all this fucked up shit behind you, you're up here, you're the man, you've gained all of this value, right? We have the luck of the draw to be on that side of it, because the opposite is we're females, and the better thing to do would, in my opinion, again, all fucking opinion based, the better thing to do would be find a partner that can take care of you. You go, if also, I guess, if you want to be a housewife, but like find a man that can take care of you and provide for you. You make the home, and you don't have to fucking do anything. You're taken care of, right? And when people talk to me about like, oh, well, a younger girl doesn't have a developed mind, fucking whatever. Okay, that's fine.
I got yelled at about that.
Bro.
Fucking.
So
I'll play the pity card. That shit was bullshit.
My most blunt description to the boys when I was just trying to get the message across is I said, when you go to the market, do you look for the meat that's going bad today or the meat that's going to last you for about a week? It's kind of the same thing when you're looking at
I got some
females,
chicken I bought like 2 weeks ago. I haven't cooked yet. It's been in the fridge.
You should probably cook that or check the date on it.
I think. Oh god, It's kind of in the frozen section of the freezer. It's like a short fridge, you know, like that's like a freezer
if it's frozen,
on top.
You're good.
It's like half frozen, I think. Sorry, go on.
It's okay, but like with females, the older they get, the less time you have to have kids with them, because that's just naturally how it is. Right?
Yeah, you want a 21-year-old.
Yeah.
Or 25 below.
They've also, excuse me, experienced more life, they have a little bit more traumas, just as people do. It just kind of fucking happens, right? The longer you live and the more people you meet and don't settle down with, the more trauma you're going to have, the more shitty people you run into.
Yeah.
That's just been my experience with it.
Yeah.
So if you meet somebody that hasn't been in a relationship or has had one relationship, that's less stuff that you guys need to work through and more open ground to build a proper foundation off of and kind of sculpt or help sculpt her way of thinking into what fits your life.
Do you have a standards for what this woman
Asian
would look like?
Just in case you're wondering, Eric, that's literally called grooming.
Yeah, that's what people
That's
call
what that is.
That's
why it's considered unhealthy to date people
yeah,
that much
unethical.
younger.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I'm not going to force you to do nothing. I'm just going to say.
But
This
that's
is-
also
this
the
is
point.
what I
When
see.
when a girl is that young, she's not and inexperienced. She's not going to be able to recognize that that's happening to her. That is why it's unethical.
But she's already
Her mind's
an
not
adult.
developed. They said that.
But look,
until 25.
We're both adults. If that's
What
the
are they
case,
developing? That's
if
what I'm asking. Like,
if
I don't
that's
know.
the case, change the age of consent to 25. If it's really that big of a deal.
What will happen at 25? Will they
Because-
still say no to the 33-year-old with all like the things that are more in hand compared to the 25-year-old?
I don't know.
Like everything you
tell
guys are saying are the reasons that you're not supposed to date people that are older than you. Like you're not supposed to, like the whole being influenced by an older person skews the way that you think. You're supposed to go through these experiences with people your age so you guys learn how to get through them. You're not supposed to be walked through it by an adult.
I also feel like that's kind of choice
The
too,
trains like easy lessons. You're gonna forget them. You're not gonna actually know them. Like
Yeah, and then
I
you're
also
gonna
feel like that's
No-
kind of
depend on
choice
this
too,
person.
though.
no life
Because
experience.
Some people do like to choose some people like to choose hard mode. I want to learn everything my own, right? And some people like when you
Shit's
play a
hard,
game,
man.
sometimes you fucking pick easy. Some people will come out and you could say that there's dudes out there that literally look for this. They go, I'm gonna find a divorced woman in her 40s that has money. And they just go and they end up living that life. They take care of the woman. They're happy with the woman, and that's the easy life there.
You know what the difference is? They're both older people.
No, I'm talking about like fresh 18 to 21-year-old male.
Oh, well,
because
then
I know
that's-
stories of that, and that's not any different, right? That's a young male, a full underdeveloped brain, right? If you want to talk about developed brains, they're both fucking 18, which is why I say if that's the case, and you're saying females
That's-
can't make their choice or whatever, then
Okay,
make
but
the
you
age
do
of
see,
consent
you
25.
do realize the difference is he's choosing to go after an older woman rather than an older person choosing him and then grooming him to be what they want. That's
Well,
what the difference is.
if the female is agreeing to date this guy? How is it then grooming if they're having conversations about how they want to structure and build a life together? How is that grooming if they've already agreed to date? If they've already gone on multiple dates and she
That's-
goes, "Yeah, I want to be your girlfriend."
You do realize that what you're telling me now is different than I'm going to mold her into what I want.
I mean, no, it's the same thing. If you get into a relationship and you're talking about things and you're like, "This is what I want in my future," and she's like, "Okay, I can do that for you."
That's
that's
different
building-
than molding her. That's
the same
disgusting.
fucking
That's
thing.
disgusting.
It's
in
the
building a
same
relationship.
fucking thing. It's the same thing.
You're creating
it's the
your
same
perfect
shit,
wife,
bro.
I guess. You
It's
know?
the same shit. Same shit,
shouldn't-
different words, bro.
You shouldn't be trying to create someone. You should love somebody for who they are as they are.
Is it possible to date someone super young and not mold them?
No,
Oh,
You guys
because
are
young
gonna
people are
influence each other.
impressionable.
mold them no matter what the case.
Everyone is
Yeah.
impressionable. It's based off of this. It's based off of your mental.
Well, so
You are less impressionable than an 18-year-old because you've been through life.
but there's also people that are my age that are just as impressionable as 18-year-olds.
Sure. But again, it also comes down, like you said, to that whole mental thing. But that I'm just pointing out the points that people are that bring up, like to dispute what you're saying, and it makes sense when you think about it.
I mean,
What-
I
Just
understand
because
what
you
they're
don't
saying.
just because you don't like it doesn't mean it's
No,
untrue. Is
I
what I'm
understand what they're saying, but I won't agree with them.
What's gonna happen to the girl though that's 21 and the guy that's 30 that dates her or 18 or whatever? What if she has a good life though? Like what if it's a good
That's fine.
like so?
But
like,
you know all those damaged women you guys talk about? It's usually them that get preyed upon by men that think that way. Like,
Oh.
I'm going to try to make this woman into this, and then it doesn't go well, and she ends up all fucked up.
Does she? Hell yeah! All right, thank you. Yeah, because this is like a good conversation, and no, like
I'm just saying, if you were going out of your way to try and make somebody into your perfect partner, you're doing it wrong.
don't make someone. Yeah, don't make. I don't agree with that. I don't know about that.
I think you should have a checklist. For
I'm just
what
saying
you're
the
looking
age.
for.
I just like maybe they're not as impressionable as the rest of us. Maybe they're just equally as impressionable, but just a little bit more. Like just like the scale isn't like phew, like it's like more like at 25 years old. Like what's the difference in 7? I guess 7 years is a
Also,
long time.
Eric, when people are our age and they're impressionable, it's called gullible.
Makes sense.
Impressionable is more like it's gonna like literally imprint in your brain and change the way you think.
Wow.
Let's still stick with impressionable.
Wait, that's why they have
I know a
the
couple
military at 18 years old.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's the easiest
They
way
want
to
to
sculpt their
brainwash
mind.
you.
That's the best time. That's the best time for you.
Mhm.
And it's like right after high school or whatever. So.
Mhm.
Oh.
It is your most impressionable time.
Wow.
That's why they make soldiers that way.
So when 18-year-old chick's like coming on to you, you just tell them stop, or you just say like hey, fuck
If a
off.
17-year-old girl walked up to you and started hitting on you, would you tell her to stop?
Yeah, that's not legal. No.
Why would you not for an 18-year-old? Like, let me ask you this right now. This girl just graduated high school. She's 18. What do you have in common with her?
Oh no.
That's
So
what a
I'm with you on
conversation's
that. I'm talking about 21-year-old, but still, there's
No,
not,
but
there's not
I'm
much
just
in
saying,
common.
like,
But,
in
yeah.
general,
Yeah, 18-year-old. No, you don't have much in common at all. No, they don't know anything because their whole life is like surrounded by their friends. They're in like a high school world, you know?
Exactly.
It's different from a real world. So, no, I get that.
So when I see like
Yeah.
30, 40-year-old dudes hitting on women that are like 18 just out of high school, I'm like, dude, there's something wrong with you. That's not cool.
It's easy prey
Exactly.
for a predator.
Yeah. But to be real,
Yeah.
predator recognize predator.
Yeah.
Game recognized game, brother.
So I work with a 21-year-old chick, and she's coming on me, and I guess it's unethical to allow this chick to hang out with me.
Sure.
No, I mean,
if you believe so.
Well, no, because I'm just thinking like maybe they're not as gullible.
Hey, man, ethics are subjective. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
It's legal.
That's why, man.
Yeah, I mean, like me and her, we laugh about
His
like
opinion.
weird shit. Like she's like into weird stuff. Like I haven't talked to a chick that talked like how weird into stuff that she's into. But she works at an anime store, so maybe they're all like that, anime chicks. But maybe they are. I don't know.
How many anime chicks have you talked to?
I'm the wrong person to talk to about women.
It's true. I work all the time.
I work at an anime store, so I talk to chicks who buy anime stuff every single time I go to work, which is like 3 days a week.
Nice.
And my coworkers, I work with 2 chicks that are anime.
And both equally as weird.
Well, the other one's like super like crazy and was calling me like all the racist, all the sexist, all the everything.
isms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she's 26 years old though. Her brain's developed. She's the one that had the conversation with me in the first place.
I see. So
talking about developed brains.
It takes them 7 years to become a liberal. That's what it is.
She's so
Does she
liberal.
have blue and or short hair and piercings?
No, she looks like just a regular Mexican chick.
Ah.
Does she go to college?
She went to an all women's college.
There you go.
Catholic.
That's once again,
Super
7
religious.
years to become a liberal. That's what it is.
I was telling her, I was like, stop. Do you understand how rude that you're being? And she was like, blah, 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 blah. I was like, hey, stop.
You know how rude that you're being?
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
well.
Like it was just like, it was crazy. I was talking to a wall, but everything's pretty awkward between her and me now. Like, I am acting different. She was like asking me, she's like, you're acting different. I'm like, I wonder why. I wonder why.
Gee, I wonder if it was all those names you called me for no reason.
I wonder.
Lady.
Yeah.
Just start calling her old lady. She'll
What?
fucking hate it.
Yeah, but so she's the one that started the whole conversation. Like, no, they don't have developed minds at 21 years old. They don't have developed minds. Like,
You know, you should have asked her, but like, do you think that you had a developed mind at 21?
I think she would say no.
I
think she,
That's
yeah,
good at least.
she would prove herself right. And she's
That's good.
She's a smart, crazy cookie. That's what she is.
At least she's not contradictory.
No, I think she is contradictory
and
for being like
hypocritical.
so like angry and like mean.
That's fair.
I was like, what?
Classic
Like
liberal.
what? Just like why are you being so mean? You know what? She's letting her shadow out. Like what I'm like listening to in the audible of whatever the
Steve Jobs.
goddamn title is of it. Yeah, but you gotta let your shadow out. You gotta fucking be mean. I should have been mean back to her. I wasn't. I just was trying to
Fuck
like
you, bitch.
just like just yield and be like, hey, like all right, I don't want to talk about this. But then actually she hooked me. Got in an argument about something.
So she was looking for that response. She just wanted to push your buttons and make you angry.
Yeah, like one of them was what was the question? They're taking the kids out of the churches and schools. What do you think about that, Mason? I'm like,
The kids out of the churches and schools?
yeah, like ICE is going around and getting illegal immigrants, and
I
she's
see.
saying that they're going to all the churches and schools. She was like, Mason, do you think that's right? That's what you voted for? Blah blah blah. Like, I was like, their parents, they put them in that situation. Like, how could their
Yeah.
parents do that? Like, they know that they're illegal. They know that they're taking this risk, and I feel bad for these kids, but they're not going to jail. They're getting deported with their parents back to their country.
And you can't be mad at the ICE officers because they got orders to do a job.
She was like, you're racist. I can't believe you do that. You said that you're 25% Spanish, blah, 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 blah.
The ICE officers also got a family to feed too. You know, they got bills to pay too. I get it. Sure, it's fucked up to kick people out of the country, but also, how we were talking about earlier, you know, there's people waiting in line to get in here the right way, and they can't because everyone is sneaking in the fucking wrong way and taking up space. So they say, sorry, we have an overpopulation crisis. You can't come in here even though you've gone through all of these paperworks and you have a job lined up and you're fucking school graduate and you have doctorate's degrees and all this. Sorry, we have too many illegals in here already, so you can't come in even though you would actually help our society.
Yeah, it's too bad for them.
It sucks.
I wish I could go to Japan and just live there because I just wanted to fucking live there, but I can't.
You can't.
I've had a family, and then be like, hey,
Canada did the same fucking shit as soon as
Don't do this.
the first time Trump won
Wouldn't
and
complain.
people wanted to flee to Canada. They were like, no. Y'all stay the fuck in there. And they weren't like, yeah, come on over.
did you hear that we might get, what is it?
Canada is the 51st state.
No. No, Trump said that the Strip of Gaza, he wants to make it the Strip of America.
That's lit. I did not. I saw a meme about that, but I did not know that that's what that was.
He was
'Cause
like,
I
yeah,
saw-
we'll buy it and we'll clean it up and we'll
fucking funny.
like stop the war and like,
That's fucking
America
funny.
will just buy it. And
Yeah.
he said that though right in front of Netanyahu, which is like the Jewish president of there.
What did he say?
And
Of Israel, yeah.
he was like standing on the side, like he had his podium, Trump had his podium, and Trump was like, "Yeah, we're gonna go buy the strip and clean it up and just stop the war," and then Netanyahu's over here just like motherfucker, like you didn't tell me this at all. He's hearing it for the first time, and he didn't know that
Nice.
because he can't take care of his shit. That now this other guy's gonna come in and buy it and take care of it for him, and maybe that's what it seems like. Unless Netanyahu or whatever is going to happen. You know, I tried to look up a Palestinian country and on Google. It's gone. It's all Israel. It says it's just a big ass country of Israel. And then Palestine is like you can see on maps like 30 years ago. It's like all Palestine and like little like regions of Israel, but now it's all Israel and it's all like you can't find it easily. Like you have to like go through. It's kind of crazy, right?
Yeah.
Like they ate it up with no war, or I don't know how it happened, but
Maybe that's the treaties of stopping war. Maybe they just fucking gave him Palestine. Said, fine, stop complaining.
Well, I think that's what's
don't know.
going on. Like Palestine's just
Probably.
like, hey, how dare you take all this land from us? But I don't know. They got the strip, or they don't have the strip. They're fighting in the strip, something like that. Do you know much about it? No.
Nope. No, there's a buddy of mine who knows a fair amount, and we've tried to schedule a couple of weeks, but it just hasn't worked out. He was going to come and talk on the war. Just hasn't worked out yet.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Well,
Yeah, and then I haven't done too much research myself. So I don't know too much on it.
bro. So I got this idea. So
Okay.
another idea, but
Love it.
it's not like an idea to make money. It was just an idea personally.
Okay.
So people are, or like, if you want to like kind of like get your point across to someone and like kind of give a boost to your communication to someone and have them like better understand you. Like it's kind of weird hearing. Like this is like a huge drastic type of comparison. Like a black person be racist towards, like have like a Nazi black person. Like
Okay.
like you wouldn't see that. But oh damn, where was I going with that? No, all right. So you should dress like yourself. Like you should like really emphasize like who you are internally and like reflect it out to the world. And then like everything that you say would make more sense coming from you. Like if the black person looked white and like a shaved head and like crazy tattoos like all over him, like a skinhead person, whatever. With like a Nazi tattoo or like, so you would understand all the racist shit coming out of that guy's mouth
Yeah, it would make more sense.
compared to like some, I don't know, like nerdy looking black guy. They'd be like, what the hell? Why
Nerdy
is
looking black guy or black guy.
he looks like Steve Urkel or whatever,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah,
like
yeah.
no, that doesn't make sense. And so you wouldn't really understand like what is this guy saying, and I don't like it. I don't care about it. I don't want to like interact with it. But if he dressed more like a racist or he looked more like a racist, then you would
Makes a little more
understand.
sense.
So I'm just saying. So for me, I got these earrings. I got these like new piercings,
Dude, so I was gonna ask, they are new, right?
Yeah, no, I
'Cause
got like double
I couldn't
piercing.
remember if you had them pierced or not, or if you got a
I
new
got one on this side. One, yeah, one
Or
and
all
two.
three new?
No. I've had just each one pierced since like 2010.
Okay,
I got it
thought
at
so.
Walmart with
I
my
thought
buddies,
so, yeah.
and I got like some fake ass diamonds, and I was looking like I was like so hot, but it was like whatever. But anyways, I had them out, but then I've been watching so much more anime, and then in Inuyasha, there's this character called Moroku, and he has this thing inside his hand, which is like a spirit tunnel or a wind tunnel, and then he takes off like his monk beads, and there's like.
opens it up.
And then he ate too many bees and it destroyed his wind tunnel. He could only use it
Yeah.
for like half of the season, and then like the other half he's just fucked. And you're just like, God damn it! It was like the most powerful weapon in the goddamn story, and like you just like it's done for. You can only use it every once in a while.
He absorbed too much poison.
Anywho, he's also very perverted. And he puts his hand
Yeah, he
under what's her face all the time.
Sangha.
Sangha, yeah,
Yeah, Sangha.
something like that. Sango, yeah. So, I thought that was cool. I was like, you know what? I kind of want to be like Moroku. I want to be like a perverted monk. And so I got these
I like
earrings,
it.
and I think like I'm on my way. Like I can even get a haircut like him. I think I just gotta
That's
like get some
funny.
fucking bangs or something like that.
Aren't you also a big fan of Master Roshi?
Yeah, big fan of Master Roshi. So when I eventually turn bald, then that's what I'll do too. I'm gonna.
That's your evolution
Yeah.
from Moroku to Roshi?
Mhm.
Fuck yeah.
That'd be cool.
That is cool.
But I think that like would be easier for me to communicate myself to the world. Like you have to like be like a master of your mind and like kind of like know who you are and your strengths and weaknesses. And I know myself. Like yeah, I'm a perverted guy. I don't know. I love boobies.
Yeah. Movies are nice, man.
And I want to make a Playboy magazine. Like I don't know. I just like I'm not a sex addict, but
You enjoy the female anatomy.
yeah, I do. It looks pretty nice.
I'm the same. Love women. That's weed and women. Those are my vices.
I don't want to like be like the anime like Master Roshi. I feel like he kind of goes too far sometimes. But I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to get like sued or anything or like just be on like the Me Too list. And no, but I definitely feel like that's my personality. And like with whatever chick that's like vibing me, and then like I'm talking back with her, she's gonna expect I'm just gonna be like perverted and say perverted shit.
You gonna grab her butt?
I might as well look like it too. So I want to like look like Moroku, even though like I don't know if he looks like the type, but
He looks like he might grab your butt.
yeah, like
Yeah, he does.
like I don't know.
It's okay. I fuck with it. I
Yeah.
like the vibe. How you're saying like the look helps understand the person. People always say the body is the temple. I mean, it is very true. Again, it's our physical self. That's where our spirit lives, and your body is an expression of yourself. That's why that's why we have tattoos. That's why people get tattoos, and that's why fashion is such a big thing as well.
We have scars that tell stories.
Exactly. There's fucking scars that tell stories. Facial hair, you could change it. You could be shaved all the time, or you could have a beard all the time. Long hair, short hair, don't fucking matter. Pierced ears, the body modification where people go as far as like chopping their tongue in half because that's just what they like.
It means something. Like when have you seen American Psycho? No, heard of it?
I have not seen it. I do know of it.
Yeah, so he's like a psycho killer that like wears a suit.
Psycho killer. Yep.
And then there's like other killers like Michael from
Michael Myers.
Yeah, from Halloween. And
he's always in like a mechanic suit, isn't it?
Yeah, he looks crazy though. He looks like a killer. He looks like for sure he's gonna kill you compared to
Jeffrey Dahmer. That fool's creepy.
I don't know what he looks like, but he looked like.
You don't know what Jeffrey Dahmer
looks like? A regular person. I never watched it. The series. I think it was like a series about it.
Hiked up jeans with the tucked in T-shirt.
That's like
fat old fucking glasses.
Super nerdy Steve Urkel.
Super nerdy white Steve Urkel. Yeah.
Yeah, you know those guys. They actually look like they do some crazy shit.
Yeah.
To be honest.
I just remember I just want to take some pictures. She was crazy. He'd tie you up, take pictures of you.
I mean, who would want to wear their like pants like all the way up here, like right like under like their like sternum?
My dad tried to convince me that that's where my hips were, and I was like, nah. He was like, your pants got to come up above your belly button, son. And I was like, no.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
Above your belly button. That's pretty high.
My dad said I was supposed to wear my pants. That shit was supposed to be way up here. I tried to pull them up, and I was like, nah, bro. I pulled them down.
My belly button is right here, and the top of my hip is right here.
Oh.
It's the top.
I mean, I get it. Like, that's the top of my hip bone, but that's not where I'm putting my pants.
That's where your pants are supposed to sit.
I don't care if that's where they're supposed to sit.
There are different types of pants. I didn't realize, actually. No.
Tuxedo pants are like that.
And yeah, they go higher. Yeah,
you get the.
Still not wearing them that high.
Most pants nowadays are low waist.
I get the low waist ones.
Sense,
I just thought that was normal.
High anymore without having the meanest moose.
That's a fucking millennial thing, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. The skinny jeans changed it, you know.
Yeah, the 5'11s.
Just to show the little upper butt cheeks, you know.
Well, I thought it was like I don't know. Everyone just wanted to look like a skateboarder, or something like that.
I've got
hard eye roll, bro.
I think I've got some of those Levi's. I have to wear them jeans, with specific boxers, otherwise they're not comfortable because
they show a little upper cheek.
Yeah, they give you wedges
coming out of their pants.
Just straight up wedges everything up in there.
It's nice. Show them the business. That's where you got to walk in, fucking dick first or ball first for me.
They got special underwear.
Balls, no dick.
They have special underwear with little pouches. You can put your little your thingy in the hole, and their balls in another hole.
Them.
You can't separate your nut sack. I think they have one pocket for that.
I know it's like separating the nuts from the balls. It's odd, you know. It's like splitting the kids up. They got to. I
heard it was great.
I
heard that the sweat just nothing congeals, nothing touches each other. It's all just like just like. It's like your arms, basically. You know, you got like.
They get to be free, you know, independent, fucking sleeved up.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm not gonna make the investment though. Maybe I'll ask for it for like a present.
Nice. Yeah. Give me a ball hammock underwear, please.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds expensive. It sounds like $20 for some underwear.
I think they are like $15 to $20 a pair.
Maybe I could like afford it now.
But see, it's a subscription, and you get one underwear a month. It's not bad. And then eventually you have 12, and you can pause your subscription until they get holes, and then you re-up your subscription. Use code Eric Daniel for 10% off. So one of the underwear websites. I don't know. Try it. It might work.
I forgot the name. There's like some type of. It's called something. There's something out there. It's on Rumble. No, I know someone who advertises it. The Quartercast.
But I don't think MeUndies does the split. I was gonna say MeUndies, but
the banana hammock thingy. Whatever.
I think Yeah.
Well, be a cool investment. People can dream.
People can dream to separate the balls from the frank. One day. I think it should always just be like a hot dog. You know, just keep the fucking frank splitting the beans. I'm a big fan of division. You know.
Yeah, I feel like with me and my experience, I have this giant. I got this. I feel like I should stop myself.
I don't know what's coming next, but I'm trying to hold it together. You have a giant what, Mason? What's
I don't know. I guess it's gonna be.
back to the ego? Giant ego?
I do have a big ego.
Just tell me when to stop. We'll measure it this way. Just God damn. No, I like box briefs from Costco because cheap and functional. They're nice. They work.
Yeah.
I don't know. Were we still talking about underwear? Is that where you were at? Is that what you were talking about, giant?
No, I was talking about my ego. Take one of these gummy
man,
worms.
that's funny.
I don't know. Yeah.
That's funny.
I ran out of ideas though, but it'd be cool to go on your idea podcast later, or what, or like the creativity writers room.
Yeah, which is fun. What time is it? Oh, it ain't even that late. What you gotta do? You gotta wake up. You gotta be anywhere in the morning.
I'm trying to wake up at 5 in the morning.
Cause I'm gonna say that timing feels good to wrap this sucker up. Then, 'cause it's almost 10:30, so we'll both get some good sleep.
Okay.
About 2:40.
That's beautiful.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna hit you with the pod question. I like this question. It's a great question. It's the best question, actually.
You gotta do the things.
It's the best question. I heard the question. I said, "Wow, what a great question." During your period of time on this earth, what's something that you've learned that's helped you live a better life?
Wow.
Everyone's reaction to that question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a great reaction. It's a classic pod reaction. You went, wow, that's a great question.
It's a big one. It's like, yeah, the best thing I've learned in my entire life.
Something you've learned that's helped you live a better life.
A better life. 80%.
Interesting.
Go at 80%. Don't go 100%. Don't go 110% and burn yourself out. Just go at 80% for consistency.
That's good. I like that a lot. Yeah, because I redline at 100 for as long as I can, and then I'm just like, I'm dying. I'm dying.
It's not good for you.
No, it's not.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Well, that's something that I gotta put into practice.
80%.
80% for consistency.
That's from Master Z. He told me that. He's from my Tai Chi master.
Shout out to Master Z.
Dharma Health Institute.
Hell yeah.
.com.
Love it.
Mm-hmm.
That's beautiful. Thank you, dude. One more time, if people want to find you.
Oh, you can find me on Instagram, MaseFuDogg, or go to my website. It's mostly about traditional Chinese, East Asian medicine, acupuncture stuff. Helps me study, just, putting more information in the website, but gives you like insight into what I'm learning about and what traditional Chinese medicine is. I feel like I should have talked a little bit more about traditional Chinese medicine in this podcast.
It's okay. We'll have more time.
I wasn't feeling it. Period.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Like that sometimes.
Yeah,
we had a great conversation.
Yeah,
I loved everywhere we went.
Yeah, we talked about some cool stuff and got some good ideas out of it. And
yeah.
So MaseFuDogg.com. Thank you. MaseDogg. Mm-hmm.
Look them up, brother. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Love you.
Love you, brother.
Good night.